Just because you had the last word doesn't mean I won't get stronger. I come up out of disaster. I'm the lead rebellion soldier. I will dominate. I will kill this game, and I still remain. I remain standing here. Whoa, I run this ship.
Good morning. 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 We're back. We are back. What? Oh God. Hello? Ruined. I pressed on the drop. I pressed main menu or main screen on my stream deck and nothing happened. That's twice it's done that in the past. Like, it happened just before I left and it happened today and I'm pissed. I need to check one thing. 1 second. 1 second. Hold up. Oh, we're good. I'm here. Oh. Anyway, what is going on, dude? Thank you guys for tuning into the stream. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Happy Tuesday. Tuesday. Whew. It's been a busy day. It's been a busy day. I've been all over the place doing things. Yeah, I've been all over the place doing things. I played golf this morning. I was up early. I was like, I'm not sleeping very well because my time schedule is all over the place because I'm still jet lagged to fuck. So I figured if I'm going to wake up at 5 a.m., I'm going to go play golf. So that's what I did. I let myself go to sleep. I had an alarm set for 9 in case I did just sleep through, but I didn't. I woke up at 5, so I went to play golf. And here I am. So, Speedy! Thank you so much. Welcome back, mate. I appreciate it. Nearly 2 years.
Button heart.
Can I just say, wow. Massive thank you to all the guys who showed a bunch of love yesterday on yesterday's stream. Yesterday's stream was fucking bonkers. It was a hell of a stream. So a big thanks to everybody who was a part of that. Again, an unbelievable stream yesterday. It was crazy. If you missed it, you only have to take a look at the gifted sub leaderboard and the bit leaderboard to get an idea of what you missed. So again, if you were a part of that, thank you so damn much. It was awesome. And we retain the record for the hype train at level 15. To be fair, it was a good day for both. Both me and Matt. We had a good day. On this channel, we took the record back. We had a massive train yesterday, hype train, which is awesome. And Matt also broke his all-time biggest train. So that was really cool. Biggest train he's ever had. So it was, yeah, it was good. So everyone's happy. Yeah, level 15, 7%, which was kind of crazy. So with a bit of luck, I'm not going to bite my tongue because I know what Matt's community are like. But with a bit of luck, it's in the bag for this month. Hopefully. But I hope you're all doing well. Thank you so much for tuning into the stream. I've just realised I've got to text my my nan. I told her that I would buy a couple of steaks for me and her to have. So we can have a little steak night. Me and her, as Grandad's not around anymore. 1 second.
You don't talk at all, just surrender to the lonely road. Left with nowhere to run. Held by
I can go grab a couple after stream. Perfect. Yeah, I said we'll have like a steak dinner. I'll go to the butcher's and I'll treat her to a nice steak. We'll have 2 nice steaks, and yeah, that'll be good. Anyhow, let's do some hellos. If you're out there, you're not lurking in the darkness, please say hello in the chat. I should say hello back. We should welcome everyone to the show this fine Tuesday, and then we should play some hardcore Minecraft. A little bit of an update on the voice. My voice at the moment feels okay. Yesterday, I chilled, I rested, and it seems to have worked quite well. I went to my friend's birthday, which I said I'd go to for like an hour and a bit or so. I was only there for a couple of hours, and I came home and chilled out for the night, resting the voice. And yeah, it feels a bit better today, which is good. So I'm hoping it will be even better tomorrow. And then either tomorrow or Thursday is subathon, marathon. Here we go. Most likely Thursday, but yeah. That is what it's looking like for marathon show, which is going to be great. For those who don't know, we're going to be doing a subathon, big, massive event on probably the Thursday. And the way it's going to work is we'll be starting super early in the morning. The clock will be at like 3 hours or so. Every sub will add 2 minutes. Every 500 bits will add 2 minutes, and vice versa. And the clock will cap out at 18 hours for safety reasons. But the clock will still continue. So we'll do an 18-hour show if it maxes out. I will end. I will go to bed for a few hours. I shall wake up. Whatever time's left on the clock, we'll do it again. So if there's another 18 hours on the clock, the next day will be another 18-hour show. And so on and so forth. So that's the plan of Rooney. That's the plan of Rooney. I don't know if Doc messaged me back. He might have done. No. Doc's not replied to me, so I don't know what he's doing at the moment. Anyway, let's do some hellos. Good morning, hoes. How are you? Pony, good to see you. MKO, Adam. Chaz, how are you? Smoke Dog. Sorry. Whoa. Let me go back. Hold on. Hoes, good morning to you. Pony, how are you? MKO, nice to see you. Adam. There we go. He'll get upset at me if I don't do that. Adam, thank you so much again for all the love yesterday, mate. You were far too kind, pal. Thank you so much. Chaz, how are you, mate? Smoke Dog, Player Zero, Godzilla, Debrutzid, Jen, Reese with air conditioning, how are you? Wendy, Rick, Smeedy, Geophil, Ayla, Tiny Mouse, Josh, Kuba, Camel, even Shellian, how are you? Don, I think we got Don, Amy, oh, how are you, Amy? What games are you? Hi, Tigger, how are you? Nice to see you. What games will you be playing? So we're going to obviously play a lot of Minecraft. We'll also be doing Euro Truck Simulator 2 multiplayer, because that's a bit of a staple of the marathon stream, so we'll probably do a bit of that. And I don't know what else. I was thinking about Starfield. I was considering doing Starfield, but you have to buy the premium edition. You have to buy the premium edition for early access, and I don't know if I want to spend £85 on a game that I don't even know if it's going to be very good or not. My biggest problem with it is that it looks so good that it just can't be. Do you know what I mean? It looks so good that it can't be that good. I don't know how long they've been working on it for, but it can't be as good as it looks. It just can't. It's not possible for a game to be that good. Hi, I think I joined your stream for the first time, and I already think your stream is amazing. Oh, well, thank you, I Hate Tomatoes. I hate tomatoes as well. Thank you, mate. Hi, Noisy, how are you? Yay, am I able to catch a button stream? Been a while since I was able to catch a stream. How's everyone doing? Hey, Forte, we're just finishing up, mate. I'm sorry, we're just finishing up. Hope you're doing well, though, pal. Chat, if you did enjoy the show, make sure you smash the follow button. I will see you all live tomorrow. I'm kidding, Forte. We're just starting up, baby. JP Creepers, 61. Beautiful months. Thank you very much, mate. I appreciate it. Welcome back. That was a long-ass time. Smeety again for the 23 months as well. Thank you so much. Welcome back. Button, why can't you use beef stew for a password? Because it's not stroganoff. Oh, God. It's terrible. Adam, that's 100 bits. It's not Punday Monday. You don't get a free one anymore. Yeah, it's now 100 bits per pun outside of Punday Money. Pay the fine or do the time, baby. Pay the fine or do the damn time. But yeah, I ended up getting up stupidly early because I'm still jet lagged to fuck. So I went to play golf and I played the best round of golf I've ever played. So that was a pog. Player 0, 38 month-a-roons. Thank you, mate. Thank you so much, pal. I appreciate it. Yeah, I played the best round of golf I've ever played and did it in the quickest amount of time I've ever done it in, which was just over 3 hours. So that was kind of pog. Reese with 100 bits. I'll pay for... Oh, there you go, Adam. See, Adam, Reese has funded your pun. You gave more than 100 yesterday. No, we can't do backlogs. I would love to do backlogs, but we can't do backlogs because I'd lose massive tracks. There'd be somebody who'd be like, but I cheered 1,000 bits 10 years ago, you know? Do you know what I mean? So we can't do backlogs, I'm afraid. It has to be on the day, but it's okay because Reese with air conditioning has paid for your pun. You're welcome. But I'm tempted to book a day off for Starfield, but knowing my luck, there'll be a game-breaking bug on day one. One good thing I've read, though, Microsoft demanded Bethesda delay the release date by 12 months, and Microsoft do a lot of their QA team at it to get a lot of the bugs ironed and fixed out. Assume it's reputational, since the first big Microsoft release game since buying Bethesda. Oh, shit! Was it supposed to come out last year? Was Starfield supposed to come out last year? And they forced a delayed release. Thank you, Microsoft. Oh my god, Microsoft have actually done something right. Yes. Well done. That is fantastic. Big hats off. Too many game developers are releasing games early because they want that early access money, rather than just waiting and releasing it as a full game. Thank you, Microsoft, for once. Player Zero, thank you again for the 38 months, mate. Welcome back, my dude. Thank you. Look, man, I've given over 5,000 bits over the entirety of my time. I think I'm entitled to a few puns. No, incorrect. This is exactly why we can't do past bits. Give us a Fitz check for $20. A Fitz check for $20. What's a fit check? I don't even know what that is. I'm a boomer, mate. Hi, Martin. Have you got any fishing planned at the moment? Started to get into fishing myself recently. Got my first tench on Sunday and 3 carp. Got the bug for it now and can't wait for the next outing. Hey, nice, man. Yeah, fishing's great. I do want to do another fishing stream again soon. I don't know when it's going to be at the moment. I'm looking to buy a season ticket for a group of lakes that are sort of all around me, which are meant to be quite good fishing. But I think it's like £80 for the year. You got like 4 different lakes you can fish, and they've got lovely fish in them. So I think I'm going to try and get a ticket for that. And if I do, then there'll probably be some 24-hour fishing streams. There'll probably be some 24-hour fishing streams because I'll do... I don't know if I can do overnight straight away, but if I'm allowed to do nights, then we will do. And we'll go late into the night and stuff, so... Need to renew your fishing license, actually? Yes, you do, Amy. But I'm very eager to do another fishing stream. That will be happening sooner rather than later. Are you going to do it for $20? Wait, what is it? Where you get up, show us what you're wearing, and do a dance. For $20 dues. Here's the problem, man. Here's the problem. unfortunately, there is no, as you are new here, there is no reassurance that the $20 will be received. So, I'm afraid, based on that, I can't help you. I'm sorry. It may be for your YouTube. That's fine. But you have zero reputational trust in this channel because you're brand new. Do you understand my point? I have hundreds of people coming to this channel say, do this and I'll give you X amount of bits or money, whatever. 99% don't pay. So, this is what I mean. This is what I mean. I'm sorry, man. I wish you all the best. But that ain't gonna happen. No, Noisy, I'd rather you save your money. I would rather you save your money. You've probably just had a very expensive trip. So, I'd rather you save. That is very true. If it's going on YouTube, yeah, I forgot about that. It means using content which is a minimum of $1,000 per second. Yeah, that's a very good point. Oh, bollocks. Hang on. You're well in the green over there. Oh, yeah. Boom. Come on, Noisy. Raking in the dough. Drive for show, pump for the dough. Shooter. New job and all that. I'm proud of you, Noisy. Yesterday, by the way, chat, today is a big day. I think there will be a boom today. Unfortunately, we have to do 3 layers in the nether, and that will finish the 3rd quarter, which is amazing. Actually, no, we only have to do 2 because technically there is 4 because there's the one that's on the roof. No, we're only doing 2 layers today. Yesterday, we filled all of this with TNT. There's TNT under every single one of those. There's only 5 rows left, so there may be a huge boom today. There may be a massive boom. No, we're only doing 2 layers. There's actually 4 layers left because there's the one that's acting as a roof, so. What the hell have you missed? A lot. Noisy, a lot. Been away for a long time. You were away, and then I was away. So, in total, it's probably been getting on for 2 weeks since you properly got to watch a stream. Amy, are we playing Siege today? I have a few jobs I have to do in the this evening, but other than that, I am a free man if you want to play. It's a volcano, Devout, not a brown mountain. That sounds crap when you say it like that. Hey, about a nice brown mountain. Oh, thanks. Depends what time. I can do it whatever time. Oh, where's Adam? I need Adam here as well. Adam! I don't know if he's still here. Pixelated! 29 with the prime. What a mab.
Well, I'm not wasting this prime sub. It's going to a great cause. Thanks for what you do, Mr. Button Smile. Glad you are back.
Aww.
Less than 3.
Thank you for the kind words. We are back, baby. We are back. And we are ready to rumble. We are ready to rumble. It is, it's good to be back, man. I miss it. That's the one thing that sucks as a streamer is, like, streaming is not only your job, but it's also a bit of an addiction. Like, when you don't stream for a while, even if it's just a couple of days, you're like, I really want to stream. You're like, I really want to stream. And I don't know why, but you just get, it's almost like an itch that you can't scratch. So, basically, within the first couple of days, I was like, shit, I kind of want to stream. And now we can. Now we're back and we're rumbling. The hours will be thundering down. New Battle Pass comes out at 2. Oh, I thought you said it was yesterday it was coming out. No, you don't miss a lot, Noisy. You missed a lot of TNT being placed. But we've got you back. We got you back, which is good. New Battle Pass comes out at 2. Servers are down for 90 minutes because of that. So either 2 or 3 for a few hours. Wait, so at 2 o'clock the server's going to have for 90 minutes, and it'll be done by 3:30. Correct? An itch you can't scratch. Well, you know, like one of those ones you get on your back. You just can't reach it. You have to like get a brush or something. One of them little, what do we call it? Brushes, back scratcher things. Have a look, Amy. Because you won't be working at the moment. You don't really do much work. So have a little look. Yeah, so there's actually 4 layers. Because this one up here that's been acting as a roof, which has worked wonders, by the way. And then we've got 3 from below us, because this is 8. It's not where your mind went. I know where your mind went, Noisy. More than aware where your mind went. Let's say 3. Okay. You have booked me for 3 o'clock. Sure. I have been booked. Of course, do. Yep. Yep. Oh, my nose. Be on time. Well, I don't have a birthday to go to this time, maybe, so it's a little bit different. I have nothing going on tonight. Not I'm aware of, anyway. I had a birthday yesterday. And I sort of had to show up. Do I have a birthday tonight? No, yesterday I had a birthday. Do I have a birthday tonight? Do I have a birthday tonight? Maybe I do. Oh yeah, I might have dinner with my nan. It depends, because her daughter's going over today. Oh no, I am. She said yes. Awesome. She said, sounds good, see you later. Yeah, Noisy has a very sexual sense of humour. Not necessarily horny 24/7. Just a very, very sexual sense of humour. Which I completely understand. I completely understand. Some people's minds are just wired that even the slightest comment, your brain just goes, oh, I can make a sexual reference out of that. And, yeah, as somebody who has one of those brains as well, completely understand. You don't just read something as normal, you know. Simple thing. Like a, I don't know, someone's got like a math sum or something like that they're trying to figure out and go, oh, it's a hard one. Oh. Not the only thing. You don't even mean to do it. You just do it. Yeah. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Exactly. Like, you don't actually think in your head, I'm going to make that sexual. Your brain just does it. I can only do till 5. That's fine. We can play till 5, Amy, and then I'll go around my nan with I'll go buy a couple of steaks and go around my nan's. I'll actually have to do that after stream. I have to go buy a couple of steaks. I don't even know the best place to buy a half decent steak. Like, do I just go to a butcher's and ask for a couple? Is that going to be like £100? I don't really want to pay that. Like, can I buy a steak like a 5 or somewhere that's like a decent steak? I don't know the price of a steak. If a good restaurant sells a steak, chips, and stuff like that for like 25, 30 quid, you must be able to buy them for like a tenner. How much is like a ribeye at a butcher's? I don't know. I don't know how much this sort of stuff costs. Yeah, my dad loves a steak. She likes like a fillet though. She doesn't like fat, so I'll have to fork out a little extra for her. But she's worth it. She's worth it. Love my dad. I've got to get her a fillet and I'll get myself a ribeye. And like, I know Tesco wants to be perfectly nice, but I told her I'd get her a nice steak, so I sort of have to go to the butcher's, don't I? Yeah. I'm sure she has just like a bang average steak from Tesco or whatever fairly often. It's not very often she'd have like a nice bit of meat. That's my point exactly from earlier, but there you are. It's not very often that she has a nice bit of steak. Are you cooking it? Probably not. No sirloin. I don't know what she wants. I'll ask her, actually. I'll ask what cut she wants. I'll just get her whatever. And what cut did you want? I'll go get them. Or what cut is your favourite? I'll get her a favourite one. Is your favorite? What do you mean, thank God? The steak is one of the few things I can actually cook. Gordon Ramsay taught me how to cook steak. That's one of the few things I can actually do. I can do an egg, I can do toast, I can do 2-minute rice. Rip that guy. I can do toast and I can do steak. I do a damn good steak. It's all about the sear. Well, exactly. You can't really get a steak wrong. Unless you have anything over, like, medium. Anything over medium is just a disgrace. Give me my steak well done and covered in ketchup. Hey, you need to go to the doctor immediately. You have a severe problem. Absolutely not. Everything about that sentence was just wrong. Everything. Oh, you were trying to trigger me. You didn't trigger me, but I was deeply concerned for your well-being for a second. I know, people that order steak, I don't like seeing a bit of bread. What do you mean? Like, you just want to chew a bit of rubbery meat instead? No. Medium rare is good. That is more than acceptable. Depends on the cut as to how you cook it, because, you know, if you've got like a fattier steak, like if you have something like a ribeye, you'd probably do it like medium so the fat can render down. But if you have like a fillet, I'd have it rare. It's way better. Sirloin, maybe like a medium rare. It's a sirloin. Fillet. Filet! Oh, filet! Somebody called me out on that as well the other day. I did when I got back, I did a story. And I said, status update. Right? Oh, no, I didn't. Sorry, I said status update. Right. Status update. And they were like, status. Ha ha ha, it's status. They were also American. I said status update. It's a status. Update your status. Status data. Status is nowhere near as bad as fillet. Fillet? What's wrong with fillet? It's even like a fish. You would fillet a fish. You wouldn't fillet a fish. I guess you can fillet a fish. I'd say fillet. According to Tom, the steak that you cook is Michelin star. That's a big claim. That's a big claim. Now, the question is, though, Noisy, was he saying that to keep you happy? Or was he saying it because it was true? Because it is plausible that he was just saying it to keep you happy. Because if he had gone, well, that's shit, you'd have been upset. So, I'm going to need to see some evidence of how this steak was cooked. If you haven't been. Fucking hell, Jesus Christ, lad. Breeze with a C. Get to the subs at Tiny Mouse. Boom. There you are, Tiny Mouse. Enjoy, mate. He thought I got it from a restaurant. Then I told him that I'd cooked it. And he was gobsmacked, so it could have been either, to be honest. Have you got a picture of it, Noisy? Button. Status update. With regards to my knee injury, no surgery, physiotherapy instead, plus I have early onset osteoarthritis. Hang on, I've got lost, hang on. And degeneration of your kneecap. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Yeah, we let these break up ones, they're so cheap. Have a gander, noise. It'd be good to see. There's something else I was reading a second ago as well. Yeah, I hope it goes well, Epico, and then it gives you some sort of relief on your knees. I know you're struggling with it. Sorry about it, was a snap. Oh, you didn't save it? Fine, you just have to cook another one. Frosty! 35! Thank you, mate.
Button cheers.
Cheers, mates. Oh, shit. Where's that going? Oh, no way did you get off of that. What's the hole for? This is going to be a mega gold farm. We've already dug out all of this. This layer, this quarter is nearly done. So it'll be 3 out of 4 quarters completed, and this will be a massive gold farm when it's finished. But we're doing 2 layers a day per quarter. Sort of keep the project moving, but it gets so boring. So yeah, we only do 2 layers a day to keep it somewhat interesting. All by hand, yeah. It's been 2.4 million netherrack with mine. Whenever you next cook one, boys, you can send me a pic. I'd love to see it. I would love to see it. Anything steak is a bit of me. I love steak. I think I'm slightly allergic to steak, but I don't care because I eat it anyway. do it on the roof. So the reason we don't do it on the roof is because A, this is a long-term world, so there's no rush to do anything. B, we wanted the max rate. So the lower you are down to 0, Y0, the more mobs will spawn. So if you go on the roof, there's significantly less than if you go all the way down. So that's the reason we're doing this, is to get the max rate. And because, like I say, it's a long-term one. We've had it over 2.5 years. There's no real rush to do anything. We're just taking our time to do it. Yeah, I think I might be allergic to steak or like a red meat of some sort. And I wonder if it's something to do with, like, obviously steak is from a cow. I'm already allergic to dairy. Milk comes from a cow. I wonder if it's something to do with that, but the reason I say it is because whenever I eat a steak, I get... How can I explain this? So, when I have a reaction to milk, if it's only a small trace of it, my mouth will go like a little bit tingly. Like a little tingly. It won't like swell up like it will if it's a lot. It will just have a slight... I'll have a slight tingly feeling in my mouth. And it sort of makes me want to like scratch my throat. You know when you like trying to scratch your throat with your tongue? And occasionally when I eat a steak, I do that. And my mouth goes a little bit tingly and I feel like I want to scratch my throat. But I still eat it 'cause it's worth it. It's so worth it. Steak is absolutely the way to my heart. Well, apparently, Noisy, you have a good track record for handling meat. So, fair play. Fair play. Maybe that is your speciality. Doesn't matter what the meat is. If it's a small bit of meat, big bit of meat. Noise is apparently good at handling it. Oh, I'm so excited for steak later now. Oh! There are a few things better in this world than a very well, perfectly cooked piece of steak. There are a few better foods. Great, now I want a steak. I'm sorry. Listen. Oh no, never mind. Doesn't matter. Don't worry, moving on. Not when your body can't digest it. I mean, if it just gives you, you know, if how can I explain this without this being disgusting? If it comes out of the other end not in a particularly great form, it's probably still worth how good it tastes. Like, occasionally, especially in the world of Twitch and all that sort of stuff, occasionally you'll go for a meeting with like a company and they'll take you for dinner as well. And if they do, they usually take you to like a fancy place. And I've been to a couple of fancy steakhouses in my time, and oh my god. Ducky! 9 beautiful months. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Button, for the great content and you being you.
Aw, thank you for the kind words. Yeah, I've been to a couple of fancy steakhouses in my time, and oh my god. Like a perfectly cooked bit of steak is just... You don't even have to chew it. It just like dissolves when it touches your mouth. It's so good. Ducky, thank you for the 9 months. That is a Twitch, baby. You're going to have to come up with a name for that. You are going to have to come up with a name for that. Yeah, it just like melts. It's amazing. Miller and Carter are pretty good. Miller's is a pretty, yeah, like it's a pretty middle of the road steakhouse. You go there, you'll have a nice, usually a pretty good bit of steak. And you get beef dripping sauce. Oh! Yes! Fucking boom. Beef dripping sauce. Make what the Miller's out. I'm sorry, Syntax. I'm sorry. So good. So good. Oh man, I just fucking love. I love a Miller's. Yeah, I'll get to go next week as well because of insomnia. We'll probably eat there one night. There's one there. Woo! I'm getting all giddy thinking about it. Yes! I just love food. I'm such a fat bastard. I love it. I love it! I ordered a pizza last night because Adam paid for it. He said, Button, go buy yourself a pizza. So I did. And it was awesome. I've still got a few slices left. I have a stream. Oh, yes. I got a Meteor from Domino's. It was so good. I got a Meteor and I got some chicken strips as well. How much of a large can you eat? Of a large, what, Domino's? I can eat the whole thing. Usually, I'll get a large Domino's and I'll get the chicken combo thing where you get like 7 chicken strips and then like a load of potato wedgies. Or wedges, whatever you want to say. I call them wedgies. And I'll just eat the whole thing. All of it. I can eat a lot of food. I'm a big fat fatty. Honestly, I will eat myself to death if I'm allowed. And even after I've eaten it, I'm like, bruh. But I don't care because the actual eating part of it is so bad. You can't even finish a medium. Oh, I will just smash a large. I don't even care. Down the hatch. No, you made a new account, Syntax. Is that Syntax? Syntax. God, I'm dying. Syntax. No, it can't be a new account. Wait, it has to be a new account. It can't be a name change. Is that Syntax error? Do you have another account called Syntax error? Not Syntax? You might be somebody else. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe. Well, no, I don't know. No, I don't know. It's either somebody new that's winding me up and causing confusion, or it is actually Syntax. Keep the bastard guessing. Now, would Syntax call me a bastard? I think he has called me a bastard quite a few times, actually. I think he has. Fairly certain he's called me a bastard on multiple occasions. It is Syntax! I did. I did call you that, Syntax. But I didn't just call you a cat. I actually said that you were, I can't actually remember exactly what I said. But I said it in a nice way. I said you're a bit of a cunt, but I got a lot of time for you. It was something like that. So I got a lot of time for you and I appreciate your love. You're a good mate. It was something along those lines. He said you're a fucking cunt, but I love you, man. See? There you go. There's nothing wrong with being a bit of a cunt. You were drunk. Oh, God. Why am I not surprised? Why am I not surprised? I apologise for it, but it was meant in a nice way. In a loving way of appreciation. How come we made a new account, though? When am I not drunk? True. True. I got smashed on Sunday. I didn't mean to. I only went for one. Got smashed. Slightly hungover yesterday. Then I went to a friend of mine's birthday yesterday. I wouldn't say I was smashed. I had 5 pints, but I was definitely a little tipsy. But I'm trying to stop drinking in the week. And to be fair, in my defense, I played golf this morning. Usually, after golf, we have a couple of beers. But today, I said, I'm not having any beers. I'm going home. And I came home. So, be proud of me. Be proud of me, chat. Okay, we got one more layer left to do for the day, and then we're out of here. Long story. Old account is still there. Just took a break. Ah, I see. No worries, mate. Hope everything's all good. Sometimes breaks are needed. Had a bit of a mental health crisis. Yeah, I understand, man. I understand, my dude. It's hope you're doing a little bit better now. Yeah, it's always good to take a break, just take a step back. That's that can sometimes do wonders. Stronger for it? Good, mate. It's what I like to hear. It's what I like to hear. Now, I wonder what happened. I thought something may have happened because I tried to reply to your Discord because we were having a conversation and then it wouldn't let me send a message. So I wasn't really sure what was going on with that. I assumed there was something going on, but I didn't want to chase anything because I had assumed that the reason for it is you must have needed some space in some way or another. And that would be correct. I'm glad you're doing better for it now, mate, and you're on the up. Stronger. That's what we like to hear. All your character lights have been deleted, yeah. Nah, it's all good, mate. I'm glad you're doing better now. Sometimes taking a step back can be wonders. In your case, by the sounds of it, yeah. Logan Governor, 16. Oh, bosh. Thank you so much. Primed out of your mind.
Another month, another sub.
16 years, Logan. Long ass time. Well, and today is my court day. I got in 2 hours for my tint. You went to court over your car window tint. Why don't you just tint it slightly less? So you don't have to go through that crap. Oh god, I could be asked for that. Reese for the C, give it a sub to Syntax. Thank you, Reese. Appreciate it, mate. Yeah, sod that. Tell you what I did see. I'm quite good friends with the owners of my local, and they own a couple of businesses, and they've got quite a bit of money. But the landlady's husband showed up to the pub in a brand new, fully spec'd 2023 Land Rover Defender in matte black. Oh my lord, that thing is a beast. Before that, he had a 2020 Audi RS7. Got rid of that and has bought a Land Rover Defender in matte black. No, it looks sick. Let me see if I can find a picture. 2023 Land Rover Defender in like matte black. Now, not everyone will be a fan of the new Defender shape, but that's basically what he's got. It's an absolute unit of a car. It is a unit of a car. Look at that shit, though. I know, right, Noisy. Everything looks better in matte black. Name something that doesn't look better in matte black. But that's what he's got, and it's just... That's like £100 and something thousand car. God knows what it is with the options. And he just goes... steak. Not true. Some places, a char-grilled steak is unreal. And the outside of it will literally be just black, but the inside will be red as anything. And that is unbelievable. Food in general. Okay, let me rephrase this. Name an object that's not food or drink that is better, that's not better in matte black. Most of the matte colours that you can see look terrible. So I want a new M3. That's my dream car. You know, I'm probably never going to get it, but maybe someday. I wonder if one of the pictures that comes up on Google is one in like a matte grey, and it looks sick. This, or like a matte silver. Look at that! Woo! Tell me that is not an unbelievable colour. Look at that. It's like a matte silver. It just looks like a machine. How nice is that? In like a matte silvery grey. I don't even know what colour that is, but it's cool. Smeedy! Thank you for the 200 bit towards the M3 fund. I don't think I'll ever be able to afford an M3. I wonder what they go for nowadays. Someone called Auto Trader. BMW M3 year 2021 or newer. They're like £60,000. Holy shit. The cheapest one is £57,000. And even then I wouldn't want that because it's... to be fair, it's only done 30,000 miles. Ooh. Don't look at M3s, bud. Stop looking at M3s. You're not buying M3. I live in Melbourne. I couldn't be much further away from Melbourne. I live in the UK. Sell your Tesla for an M3? No, but I don't own my Tesla. I didn't just go and buy my Tesla cash. I had a bit of a stock win, which was great. I went out. I used some of it for a deposit, and then the rest of it I just whacked in a bank account to pay the monthly hire purchase fees. So in a couple of years, it will be my car, but it won't be for a couple of years. I am back indeed, Plasma. But even if I sold it right now, I don't know what a used Tesla Model 3 goes for. 30 grand maybe? Like that's still not even like it's just halfway to like an M3. The monthlies are one of them things like £700-800. I'm not paying that. Absolutely not. Tesla's really good compared to the Golf. I love it, mate. I've had it since March. The only real reason I got it is because A, I had a bit of a stock win, and B, I can do I get good benefit in kind on it with UK businesses. So it's a good car to have as like a company car. So that's why I did it. But I love it, mate. I know some people don't like I was unsure on the whole electric car thing. I was unsure on that whole shenanigans, but after getting a Tesla, they're so amazing. The only thing I miss is the roar of an engine, and that's it. Everything else is better. What kind of money would you say is a stock win and a good one? Anything that's green. Anything that's green is a good stock win. Because it's money that you never had before that you now do. What happened to my Golf? My Golf, I chopped in. Because it was... Well, after I had all the issues with it, with that fucking glow plug shenanigans, I just took it just to get it valued, just to see what it was worth. Yeah, but not outright goals. I didn't just go and... I didn't win... I didn't make 30 grand on the stock market and go blow it on a Tesla. I didn't... No, that's not what happened. What was I going to say? Yeah, so I took my car just to be evaluated. I was only looking just in general anyway. I wasn't going to buy a new car for sure. And then the guy said to me at this garage that I went to, we'll give you 16.5 for it. And I paid that for it 3 years ago when I bought it. I was like, yes. Yeah. 16 and a half? Fucking too right. Give me that shit right now. And it needed work done in August as well. It needed a new, I think it needed a new cam belt on it. It needed 4 new tyres. What else did it need? There was something else it needed as well. But it needed some work done on it. The air conditioning was sort of, it had this horrible smell coming out of it, and I could just never get rid of it. So I was like, it's going to cost me another, well, cam belts are expensive, plus fitting. It's going to cost like £1,000 to get everything done. So I was like, I might as well just sell it, and then it's their problem. And I get literally the exact same amount of money that I paid for the car 3 years ago. So I was like, yep, that's a done deal with me. Take it. See you later. Because my initial intention was just to sell the car, take the money that I paid for it, and just go and buy some old Fiesta or something like that. And that would just do me. But then I looked into like some of the benefits I could get with like my business and everything like that, and I was like, it just makes sense for me to get an electric car. And then I ended up settling on a Tesla. Yeah, so the car, all in all, cost me about £1,000 a year, which probably would have done in depreciation anyway, had it depreciated more. Yeah. That glow plug-in shit was so shit. That was $3.5 grand. That should have been 4,200. I got them down a bit, but Jesus. After a month, I was like, I can't be dealing with this. Just fucking put it on a monthly. We'll get it done and piss off. The fuel savings are crazy. Like, it's actually crazy. Like, my car cost me like a tenner to fill up. Like, and I get 300 miles out of that. If I charge it at home, it costs me about a tenner. Whereas the only thing I can compare it to is my old Fiesta that did about 300 miles to a tank. And that cost me then, when petrol was cheaper, about 50 quid to fill it up. God knows what it'd be now. Probably 60, 65. Like, but yeah, like fuel savings is just crazy. I think it does tell you on the app how much you saved on fuel. I could look on the app and it'd probably tell me. It's a lot of money. You get around 330 miles for a 45 litre tank. Yeah, that's not bad for a 2 litre at all. It feels like creeping up again now, isn't it? So. Yeah, I don't miss the, my Golf costed me like nearly £100 to fill up. Don't miss that. Don't miss that at all. When everything was at like £2 a litre. Yeah, get rid of it while you can, Speedy. Get something else. To be honest, I've sort of been looking at, like, I know, like, owning a car is great and everything like that, 'cause you don't have monthly payments and stuff like that. But if you did want, like, as somebody who quite likes their cars, I'd like to have a new car, you know, as often as possible. Like, there's a friend of mine who just puts it on does, like, a PCP contract with, like, BMW, and every couple of years gets a brand new car. And he's got a 1 Series at the moment, which is a 30 grand car with a load of options on it, and he pays like 300 quid a month for it. He pays £300 a month for it, and then in 2 years he just chops it in, gets something else for around the same price, and he always has a new car. Never has to worry about like if anything goes wrong with it, it's all covered by warranty, so he doesn't have to pay anything. So he never has to worry about issues with cars. And he said just that alone, because he's had bad luck with it in the past, just that alone, just never having to worry about an issue, and it all gets fixed for free, is well worth it. Yeah, I see it earlier, Mason. Although apparently they came to United, United said no. So, fuck it. We're a mess, we're a shambles, Blazers out. All that shit. This transfer window is literally like a 4. Like, it's terrible. We've got Mount. Anana's good, to be fair. I like Anana. Mount, Anana, and Hoyland, who's not even played yet. Yeah, we offered him 6 million to leave. He wanted 12. He said no. Which I just pay the money and just get him out. Like, fuck it up. He's on 200 grand a week at the moment, yeah, and West Ham offered him 100. Which he accepted, but wouldn't leave because United didn't pay him 12 mil. And we only offered him 6. So he's basically stayed for money, and that's it. Doesn't care about his England spot, doesn't care about his football career. He's literally stayed for money. And now, I guarantee as soon as he gets brought on at some point, like he won't play at all, as soon as he gets brought on at some point, he'll just be booed to shit by everybody. He'll make 12 mil the next 2 years, lose his England spot, hopefully. And then he'll realise he's an idiot for not just taking the 6. And he'd probably sign a 3 or 4 year deal with West Ham anyway. Like, why would you not do that? You've still got the money there. You get to play first team football every week. I just don't understand it. I really don't. It's all a money ploy. And it's sad. Very sad. But Southgate will probably still start him over someone like Colwood. Or Tamori. Just crazy. Ah, if I was a fucking Premier League footballer, absolutely I'd be buying it. 2, right? I'd have 2 of them. The money those guys are getting paid is just crazy. Heck, I'm tempted to send an email to Saudi Arabia and be like, hey, I'll play in one of your lower divisions, just give me 10 grand a week. What's your history? I used to play, I was very good. I won the B League when I played for under 9s. So I go, wow, this guy's got trophies to his name. 10 grand a week, sure. I'll go live in Saudi for a couple of years at 10 grand a week. Absolutely. Absolutely. How are you, Val? Yeah, one day I will own one of those new style M3s. One day. Like, it's been 3 years since they came out. Surely there's a refresh coming soon. That'll bring the value of this one down. You couldn't pay me to go to Saudi Arabia? You're telling me that if you got offered 10 grand a week to go and kick a ball about for a bit in Saudi Arabia, you wouldn't do it. £10,000 a week. All your expenses would be paid for. Your travel expenses, everything like that's paid. Your house is already paid for you. You'd have a nice big house. You're telling me you wouldn't take a year or 2 out of your life to have £10,000 a week coming in? Yes, you wouldn't. It's a shithole over there. You are insane. Is it Riyadh? Is that the capital? That looks quite nice. That looks quite nice. Yeah, £1 million to go live there for 2 years. Sure. Sign me up. Saudi Arabia's a dry country with no beer. I'll do a lot worse for 10 go. Exactly. What's No, Saudi. I think you can drink at home. Can you drink alcohol in Saudi Arabia? Oh my god! Consuming alcoholic beverages is strictly prohibited in Saudi Arabia. Ah, fuck that. I'm not going. No chance. No chance. Due to that, Islamic law forbids the manufacture, distribution, and use of alcoholic beverages. Yeah, sod that. That's not happening. See you later, Noisy. Have a good day. Sod that. They can keep their 10k a week. I can't go to the pub and have a beer. No chance. I'll stay here. I thought you were off the beers. Yeah, but I'm off midweek drinking. Like a Friday night, I want a beer. I want a beer on a Friday night. You know? I want to stay at home on a Friday night. Saturday, everyone's off work, wants to go do something. What are we going to do? Go play golf and have a couple of beers. Boom. Boom. I'm increasingly concerned of what's going to happen to Eddie Howe to stop this two-game run. I think he's safe. Unless something goes, if it keeps going like this till Christmas, maybe. But I think for now he's safe. God
I love this stream. It's so consistent. Like today, I came into stream and Button once again said he was backing off of drinking, and I knew I was home.
Coffee, thank you so much, mate. Appreciate it. Welcome back. Welcome back, mate. Morning, Skeeter. How are you? Stop! Damn it! Nice. We're good. And this is bedrock. That's the last layer. So we've only got this layer to do, and then the roof, and then we're done. Dunzos. I've been good, Godfeed. How have you been, mate? Any Baldur's Gate 3? I haven't even watched it. I've seen literally 0 on that Baldur's Gate. I see a lot of people tweeting about it. But I don't know anything about it. Yeah, Eddie Howe's job is absolutely safe. He's not going anywhere. What he did with Newcastle last year was nothing short of amazing. That would literally be like United sacking Ten Hag because he's had a bit of a shit start to the season. Like, we've won 2 of the 3, but it's not the point. Like, we've played terrible. If we play a decent team and play like that, we're going to get slaughtered. Alright, Syntax, nice to see you again, mate. Keep your head up. You're a good man, my dude. You're a good man. Keep your head up. Keep powering forward. It's nice to see you again, mate. Really, Godfrey? That's a big claim, considering you were on the Diablo grind not so long back. You're on the Diablo grind. Due to the owners, I think they back him. I think they back him, mate. I really do. He's had a couple of. I mean, don't get me wrong. That Liverpool result is disgraceful. Like, you should have. That game should have been won 3 or 4-0 by the 70th minute. Like, it just should have been. So the fact that it wasn't, I don't know what was going on there, but there's no excuse to lose that game when they go 10. They're down to 10 men, and just there's 0 threat whatsoever. There's no. Losing that game is inexcusable. So if he carries on like that, he might be in a bit of trouble. But then who do you replace him with? Conte? That's about it. Like, it's all well and good sacking somebody, but if you haven't got a better replacement already. Yesterday's a good long-term manager. I know. I think Klopp is the longest at the moment, 7 years. Well, like Fergie was at United for like, I don't even know how many years it was. 26 years or something like that? Was it about that? How long did Fergie manage United? Yeah, 26 years, almost 27 years he was the manager of that club. Isn't that insane? And now if you don't produce results within the first season or two, you're gone. Mad, isn't it? Especially when a manager is usually left with all of the old manager's crap that they don't want. I look at Ten Hag, inherited the worst United side ever. There's still players there from Mourinho era. Van Gaal era, maybe, actually. He's just got a mix of just everything. Like, it takes time to clear these things out. It doesn't help when you've got a shit board, you get 0 back. And end up with one of your, like, third choice players. Looking good. We are in the lead on the train thing at the moment. We will see. We will see. The good news is that next month we can chill. We'll, if we win this month, we'll be 5-3 ahead. Next month we can chill. And if we still win, brilliant. But if not, it doesn't really matter. If not, it doesn't really matter. Sorry, folks. I'm exhausted. I really need this jet lag to go away. What if it's a draw? We haven't really... I don't know if we came up... Did we come up with a solution if it's a draw? Maybe we just do one more month as a decider, or we just both do something? I don't know. I don't know. We have a fishing match. Me versus Matt. Decide the winner. That'd be good fun, actually. I really can't picture it being a draw. That would be sketchy to me. Ah, get him out of here. That'll be 100 bits, Godfrey. Pay the fine or do the time, baby. That is true. We do only need one more to do it. When's the Champions League draw, by the way? That's pretty soon, isn't it? Anybody know? Not that the Liverpool fans will be watching it because they're not in it. Oh dear. LOL. Whoa, whoa. Enjoy your Europa League. He's out of here. I don't know if I can back Gottfried is Gottfried's a good guy. He's a good guy. Even with his terrible, terrible puns and jokes. Hey Musicology. How are you, mate? This is all for the Mega Golf Farm. We only do 2 layers a day. We've already done one. This is the second one we're about to finish. But we've divided it into 3 quarters to make it slightly more bearable. Else you literally just want to rip your hair out. But I shall show you. Right after I dealt with this pig. I thought that went through it. Skamars. Interesting question for you, actually, Godfrey. Opinions on Star Wars? What do you reckon? And Dunzo. Jesus, I nearly died. So this is what we've been digging out. We've already done all of this. All of this side's been done. This one's nearly finished. It's got 1 layer on the bottom of this one on the top, which we'll finish tomorrow. Then we can tear that down, and 3/4 of it will be done. And we just have this one last section. And then we're ready to rumble. And I can't wait because I'm so sick of digging this nether. You have no idea. It's terrible. It sucks. This is what I think. This is exactly what I'm saying, Godfrey. Like, yes, the oh my Microsoft. I found out today, apparently Microsoft delayed the game by a year. Apparently Microsoft delayed the game by a year because it wasn't ready. So, that's a positive sign. The trailer looks unbelievable. But there's a saying that I've always followed and always trusted, and that is, if it looks too good to be true, then it probably is. Right? Then it probably is. Starfield looks absolutely amazing. There is no way that game is as good as that. It can't be. Like, I get Fallout 76 vibes, where there's so much hype. Or even Cyberpunk vibes, where there's so much hype, everybody's gassed for it. It comes out. It comes out and it's a mess. And it's a mess. And I've got a horrible feeling Starfield's going to do that. The last section should be okay. We've got loads of netherite pickaxes, so. I'm very excited, but it wouldn't surprise me if some parts don't measure it up. I think that's exactly what's going to happen. Like, it's exciting, but I think there's a very good chance that some part of the game is extremely broken. I hope it's not, of course. But I think there's a very good chance that a part of the game is extremely broken. I don't know if there's multiplayer in the game. If there is, that probably won't work. Like, I hope none of this is a thing, and it launches as just a full release of a game that is smooth sailing and launches, and it's brilliant. I really hope that is what happens. I've got my doubts. How many bits do the entire last section with the wooden pickaxes? Well, a lot of it's basalt and blackstone. To do the entire last section, I don't know if somebody could pay me enough. That would take weeks. I don't even know if I could do a layer a day with wooden pickaxes. I think we're honestly, just for the psychological trauma, I think it'd have to be a million bits. I think it would literally have to be a million bits. I just couldn't do it. I could not do it. It'd have to be a million bits. I don't think I'd do it for $5 grand. Oh, my monitor's just turned off for some reason. Okay. Hasn't done that in months. My monitor keeps turning off. Why is it doing this? What the fuck is it doing? My monitor is literally off. Is that paused? Oh, it's back. It's off. What is it doing? Wait, what the fuck is going on? My monitor just keeps turning off. And on, and off, and on. Okay, I think it's alright. Well, I'm about to go near all this TNT. I don't want my monitor turning off and on while I'm about... So under all these caps, by the way, is all TNT. That's ready to go. We have 5 layers left to do. We have a little bit of TNT, but it's not going to be enough to finish it. In fact, I'm not even going to bother playing. No, we will do. What's this shit we get? Time for a new monitor. Apparently, it's like the power brick or something, but I would love a new monitor. I can't afford a new monitor right now. I have so many other expenses that need to be done at the moment. I've got a tax bill in January coming up. Yeah, it's everything's a mess at the moment, to be honest with you. I really, really, really need a new monitor, though. I do. But if I was going to do it, I'd just go 4K, 144 hertz. Just go all out. Because when... My goal is that by the time GTA 6 comes out, which I think will be the end of next year. I think it will get announced this year, and then end of next year it will come out. By the time GTA 6 comes out, I want the best graphics card money can buy for gaming. And I want a 4K 144Hz monitor. And I want to enjoy that game in, hopefully, its immaculate beauty. Hopefully. I want a 4090, I want a 4K monitor, and I want to just enjoy that game and take it all in. Why do you need a 4K monitor for Minecraft? It's like 8 pixels. What do you shaders sometimes? I don't just play Minecraft. Just because I stream only Minecraft doesn't mean I don't play other games. That playthrough did of Red Dead 2 a little while back. Oh, God. That was... In 1440p, that was stunning. God knows how good that would look in 4K. My 3080, you couldn't push 4K with RTX and everything. I don't think you can do it. I actually don't know. What does a 3080 do for 4K Red Dead? I've not played that in ages. No. I've not played it in ages. Sea of Thieves look really good in it, yeah. When you're looking to get new monitors, you get flat or curved. Oh, I'll get flat. I don't like curved monitors at all. They don't do it for me in the slightest. I don't know how people use them. I just don't know how people use them. The other thing I need to get is a monitor arm. I've been talking about that literally since we built the new studio. I need to get a triple monitor arm. So I go bam, 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 and have all 3 monitors raised off the desk. Because I can't stand... having all these stands everywhere. Especially the stand on this Pixio monitor. It's the worst monitor stand I've ever known. Well, that's what I mean. Whatever the best of the best is, whether it's a 4090 or a 5090, I want one by the time GTA 6 comes out. I've waited for that game for years. Years, years, and years. So I want to enjoy it to the absolute max. You can't stand it. Oh my god. Godfiend, that is 200 bits you now owe the channel. You're racking up a tab, sir. Just go play for Saudi for 1 week. Take your 10k and get out of there. True. True. Take my 10k later. Okay. Curve takes a lot to get used to unless you play race games. Yeah, if I was doing like a simulator of some sort, maybe. But other than that, I don't think I'd want a curve monitor. Like if I had 3 curved screens all the way around, maybe, but... To be fair, Flight Simulator 2024 looks awesome. That game looks unreal. I do want that whenever it's released. I don't know if they've come out with a release date for it yet, though. I think it's just coming 2024. And I would do anything for love, but I won't do that. going to be swing. It's going to be mate. We're nearly done. We've got all of that, which is done. We've got like 4 things left. And we are done, dude. Brother. Date for the subathon. So, the subathon, my voice feels alright today. I say alright. It's not, it's definitely not. Oh, fuck. Oh, well. It's definitely not 100%, but it's better than it was yesterday. So that's progress. I haven't really got any plans tonight other than chilling out, playing a couple games. I'm going to go to my my nan's house and get buy a steak for me and her to have. I've got quite a chill evening, so my voice is not going to be getting used too much, which is good. So in terms of subathon stuff, I'm aiming for either tomorrow or Thursday. I imagine it's going to be Thursday. Thursday it will kick off, and it goes for as long as it goes. I think that is Planner Rooney. So most likely Thursday. Wait, is City Skylines 2 is out? No, it's not. Is it? Wait. It's out! Oh my god! No, it's not. By the way, we are absolutely playing this when this game comes out. I loved the original City Skylines. It's only £41. Well, I thought it'd be more than that. If you've not played the original City Skylines, I would highly recommend it. It's such a good game. Ah, it looks identical as well to the other one. I imagine it's the same thing, but there's just so much more stuff you can do. No, I think these are like subways and shit you can do. I've just seen a subway train, so I imagine you can do stuff like that. October 2023. Yeah, we are absolutely going to play this when it comes out. I don't know what's in the deluxe edition. Like Ultimate Edition. Base game, and you get the expansion pass, which gives you bridges and ports. Oh, that's kind of sick, you know. The San Francisco set and beach properties. Okay, bridges is actually kind of sick. Oh, but you don't get it at the... Oh, you don't get it till Q2 2024. Fuck that. Sod that. And then you get the urban promenades, modern architecture, and a radio station. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if for the sake of... Because there'll probably be a Steam sale by then, and you can just buy the premium edition when you actually get what you're paying for. Yeah, I will definitely buy that. 100%. 100% without a shadow of a doubt. City Skylines was just unreal. We will probably blow the TNT up today, yeah. I think we're going to have time. SimCity was amazing as well. God, I forgot about that game. Yeah, I was... First time I watched that, I think Severus was playing it. And I was like, I need that game. And I loved it. I don't know when that came out. It came out years ago. Which SimCity was it? It was SimCity... What was the last SimCity? It was this one. Whatever this one is. Apparently there's like a SimCity 4 and everything. I don't remember it looking like that. Maybe I'm used to City Skylines. Really? I don't remember it looking like that at all. No, it wasn't SimCity 4. It wasn't that one. I think it was 5. It must have been 5. It wasn't 20 years ago it came out. Yeah, it was this. I had SimCity 5. Wait, why was SimCity 5 a disaster? What was wrong with SimCity 5? Just traffic. Look at the state of that. Tired out of no expansion. It was a small map, to be fair. It was a very small map. I forgot it was that small, to be fair. I'm so used to City Skylines where you can just buy extra plots. Yeah, 2013 is the one I played. Have they not done a SimCity 6 yet? I wonder if they'll do that. I'm sure they will. Right, we need TNT. So let's go over to the desert. I don't think we're going to need too much, to be honest, because we've only got like a few layers to go, and even then, they get shorter and shorter. Also, hi, Selenix, how are you, mate? City 5 was a disaster and a half. I mean, that was the first one I ever played, so I really enjoyed it. But I guess it's maybe like a similar thing to Roller Coaster Tycoon. Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 was amazing. I love that game. And then Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 was a bit... It was a bit shit. So I guess it's a bit similar to that. Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 is a fucking unbelievable game, by the way. I cannot recommend that enough. If you want a fun little build your own theme park game. Have you ever played Planet Coaster? Yes, I have played a lot of Planet Coaster. I think we streamed that not so long back. I'm not playing a lot of Minecraft at the moment. I'm just looking at all this shit. Sorry. Planet Coaster we did. Yeah. Oh, wow. It was a few years ago. Jesus. Yeah, we got 30 hours in Planet Coaster. Oh, Planet Zoo was the one we did a while back. Yeah, I played a lot of Planet Coaster. Enjoy it a lot. Right, let's go. If you never played SimCity 4, you miss out on the golden age of building. I mean, I'm sure you can still buy it right now. Might be worth me having a little look. How much is it? Because I do love, like, SimCity sort of building games. Let's have a look. That's if you can get it on there. Oh! Fucking hell! That's expensive. It's £4. Yeah, see, like, this gives me, like, the older sort of graphic building a city, but yeah. This looks pretty sick. Very positive reviews. Came out in 2003. Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 was awesome. What do you want? No, it was not. It definitely wasn't. No. I was nowhere near as in love with Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 as I was 2. 2 was amazing. I think I'm misremembering Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 if you think it was bad. It was bad. I don't think I'm misremembering it at all. Because that was the one when that was the first time they came out with you could actually like ride on the roller coaster with a camera. But they had like the whole roller coaster building thing, which they hadn't fixed from Roller Coaster Tycoon 2, where you could build your own roller coaster and no one would go on it because they were too scared. No one would go on it because they were too scared. I remember people being sick being a massive problem as well. Like, there was just people being sick everywhere. There was no point building your own coasters because nobody went on them. No, something else as well. I don't know what else it was. Well, is streaming your only job? Job, yes. Streaming, this is what I do full time, yeah. I do a little bit of stock trading stuff on the side, but other than that, this is what we do. This is what we do every single day. 7 days a week. Other than Saturdays. And sometimes Thursdays. Sounds like a skill issue rather than the game being bad. No! I built the most badass roller coaster you've ever seen, right? Like, if you'd gone to a theme park and seen this shit, you'd have been wanting to go on it immediately. And every single person that would come by was like, oh, I'm too scared of that roller coaster. You've come to the wrong park then, mate. Piss off. Goliath 2 looks too scary for me. I'm going to give it a miss. As you can tell, I've not forgiven the Sims for what they said about my roller coasters. They're still not forgiven. But yeah, we stream full time, man. We do stream full time. This is what we do. Very blessed to be able to say that. We still do it. Somehow, after all these years, we're still streaming full time. How much longer that'll last, I don't know. But it'd be nice if we got another year or two out of it. That'd be brilliant. But we shall see. Oh, I think it was Planet... I think I might be thinking of the... I was going to say the good part of Roller Coaster Tycoon 3 is you can actually, like, kill people. But you can't do that. I don't think. I think it was Planet Coaster where you can kill people. You set, like, one of those launch towers, the ones that you shoot up, and you just turn the speed up to the max, and it just goes flying off the top, and everybody dies. Sandstone into sand would be amazing. To be fair, to solve the sand problem, all you have to do is add a mob that drops sand. Just even make husks drop sand if you kill them. It doesn't even have to be every time, just occasionally. And you can make massive mob farms that get you sand, so you don't have to do this. It's such a no-brainer. I don't know why they don't do it. I don't know why they don't do it. Use a TNT strat. Is that the one where you use TNT to blow up sand and you get more sand than what it costs to make the TNT? Is that what we're talking about? I don't think I've ever tried that. I think I've always just used my shovel. Like, it doesn't take long, really, to do this. Didn't have the same feel as the original Roller Coaster. I'll settle for Planet Coaster as a good game, but it didn't have the same feel as the original Roller Coaster Tycoon. No. Okay, will you concede that Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 was better than 3? Would you concede that, Sir Alex? If you don't concede that, I can't help you. Good idea, I should add that to my mod. There you are. Just a little credit in the description will do me. Little credit in the description of the mod. I never suggested it wasn't. I just won't concede that Roller Coaster Tycoon 2 was bad. It was bad! Okay, fine. Listen, it was a good game if you just made your little park, put some teacups in, maybe a carousel. Sure. Then you probably had a great time on the game. No, I don't think I did Tedium. There was a game I used to play on my phone all the time, and it was called Restaurant Story. I don't know if anybody's ever heard of that. But it was called Restaurant Story. It might still be a thing. Where you literally just build your own restaurant. And me and my dad got addicted to it. And we played so much of the game. And you like level up, and then you unlock new dishes to serve. And you get X amount of portions, and you make loads of money. Cruise ship one sounds fun. A cruise ship one sounds great, to be fair. Build your own ship. Tell you what has happened, chat. Ever since I've come back and I've been in the sun a lot, I'm not burnt. I'm quite tan at the moment. I'm not burnt. My skin is very itchy, and I don't know why. It's kind of annoying. It's kind of annoying. Like, even if I just, like, go to scratch, like, if you've got, like, an itch and you scratch it, like, it hurts to, like, scratch my skin. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if maybe I'm, like, burnt under my tan or something. I don't know. I don't know. Like, my skin is, like, really sensitive. Like, it hurts to scratch, and then it itches, like, crazy when you just, like, you move a little bit. But you're probably right, Alex. I must just be getting old. The sun's dried you out. Maybe. Could be the allergic reaction or something. Maybe. To be fair, I was very dehydrated on my trip. Like, I did not drink a lot of water until the last couple of days. Last couple of days, I was like caning water, but... And now I'm back, I'm drinking loads of water too, but... So that's what I wondered, if maybe I just haven't got enough fluids on. Alright, Weaver, how are you, mate? I'm not too bad, my dude. Hope you're doing well. No, I'm not burnt, though. I don't really burn. The only thing that's burnt is the tops of my feet. Because I'm an idiot. I put sun cream on, right? Factor 50. Not taking any chances. Factor 50. I'm chilling in the sun. I put my sliders on. I leave. By the time I noticed what had gone on, it was too late. But the top bits of my sliders had rubbed all of the cream off of the tops of my feet. So I've got 2 bands on the top of my feet that are just fried. I've got 2 bands on the top of my feet that are just absolutely fried. And everything else is fine. I did that on the first day. It was like, oh, great. Are you a tap water kind of guy or a fancy spring water person? Nah, give me some tap water, mate. That'll do. That'll do. No sunglasses, huh? No, I didn't wear sunglasses once. I don't wear sunglasses because the only way I can wear sunglasses is if I get a prescription, and I can't be asked to pay another £1 million for prescription sunglasses. I know you can get the ones that convert. I do have a pair of those. I just didn't take them with me. Mainly because it annoys me that, like, as soon as you go inside, like, if you went inside, they instantly turn to normal glasses again. Sure. But they don't, and it's very annoying. Like, it takes, like, 20 minutes for your lenses to go back to normal. And I ain't got 20 minutes to wait, you know? I want to be able to go, walk inside, and immediately see. Like, if I'm at the pub, I want to walk inside, buy a beer, and go back outside. And in that period of time, I just want to be able to see inside. By the way, chat, we are currently 2 sub points off of 700 sub points to the channel. If you guys are out there and you start a Prime sub, and you think, you know what? This guy's not too bad. Or you've forgotten to use it, consider using it on the channel. It would be absolutely amazing to have you. Tip us up to that 700 sub points. It would be fantastic. That would be fantastic. Wow. All that. All that. Oh! Why has it gone to 699? Unless somebody just used a Prime sub and it hasn't added 2 Godfiends on. Or somebody's sub just ran out. Don't tell me someone's sub just ran out. I feel like somebody's used a Prime and they just haven't shared it. And yours haven't added on Godfiend. Wait. Either that, or we've just been scammers and somebody's sub. Hey! There it is. 700. I don't know why it did 699 then 700. That was weird. There it is. Boom. Thank you, guys. We did it. Oh, for a second then, I was like, has somebody's sub just ran out literally then? I was like, oh dear. I've just diddled Godfrey. Oh, maybe somebody's did if it was Curiosity. 38 months. Welcome back, mate. Appreciate it. I think it did. And God,
Will this do it?
And Curiosity's just added that one more up. Wow, saved. Thank you very much, Godfiend and Curiosity. Appreciate it, guys. Hey, Frog, how are you, mate? Going good, thanks, pal. Hope you're doing well. It could have been LB. Could have been 2 subs that ran out. LB, thank you so much. 46 centenaries. That's a long ass time, mate. Thank you very, very much. Nearly 4 years. What are we building? We're currently working on our huge food farm. We need a couple more stacks of TNT, which is why we're getting all of this. And then it's boom time. And then we're going to set it all off. We've already planted thousands. And now we're getting the last little bit of sand ready for the final boom. It's going to be a big boom. Hey Marlena, how are you? Alright. Nearly done. Awesome. This should fill up a third. I think 4 will be enough. What's it? 27 stacks per. Oh, that's not even a map. I don't even have to work that out. That's 1 shulker box of TNT to have 4. That makes total sense. That makes total sense. So as soon as we fill this next one up, we're gravy. We're gravy. I can't believe it's only Tuesday today as well. It doesn't feel like a Tuesday. It doesn't feel like a Tuesday at all. Anybody else think it doesn't feel like a Tuesday? I feel like it feels like a Thursday today. It feels like a Thursday. Maybe I should go to the pub for a couple. Thought you had work today. So, oh, you off today, Holes? Ooh, exciting. Doesn't feel like a Tuesday. You think it feels like a Monday? I don't know. It does feel... I don't know. It feels like the week's been a long time. It feels like it's been a long, long time this week. Like we should be on like a Thursday. I'm not complaining. You know, the slower time goes, the better. But... if you miss Siege, I will fight you. What do you mean? Right, I'm going to tell you the plan now, Amy. We said 3 o'clock, right? The stream ends at 2. Okay? The stream ends at 2 today. I am then going to go straight to the butcher's. I'm going to buy a couple of steaks for me and my nan, or grandma, whatever you want to call her. I'm going to buy a couple of steaks for me and her for dinner tonight. I'm going to go around there and treat her. We're going to have a nice little steak night. And then after that, I've got to water the plants when I get back in the garden. And then I should be ready to rumble. Oh, I've got to reheat my pizza and scran the last few slices that I left for lunch for today. Steak and chips. Oh. Boom. Not the best start for United. Should have won against Spurs. Ugh. Don't, mate. I didn't actually watch the result. The game. I was on a plane at that point, so I didn't actually watch the game. But yeah, apparently it was a shit show. Apparently it was an absolute shit show. To be fair, Forest, that wasn't much better either. till the second half. The problem I have is if we play like this, we're in big trouble. If we play like this against like an Arsenal this weekend, or a City, or a Newcastle, even like a Brighton or a Villa, we're going to get absolutely torn apart. We're going to get absolutely annihilated. Like, I can already see, if Mount continues to start and something doesn't change, another Anfield is going to happen. There's going to be another 5-6, maybe even 7-0 game. I can see it coming a mile off. And, yeah, it's going to be devastating when it happens. It will happen, I assure you. There will be a point in the season where we get absolutely battered. Have you double-checked the open times for your butchers? Yes, apparently 5:30 is when I've got to. This makes you worse than Leeds. I mean, I wouldn't say we're worse than Leeds, but we are, we're in trouble, mate. Like, we are in trouble. And any United fan that doesn't admit that is deluded. It doesn't watch football. Like, if you can't watch that side and see we're going to get wrecked at some point, then I don't know what football you're watching. I'll give Mount time. Don't get me wrong. He shouldn't have got the number 7 shirt. Garnacho should have had that. But I'll give him time. I was very surprised when they gave him number 7. I don't think that is... You can't be giving that shirt out willy-nilly at United. You know, that's a massive shirt to wear at United. Especially when Cristiano Ronaldo has just been wearing it. Like, yeah, I don't know, man. I think that's just added pressure and made it worse. I don't know. Should have given him Fred's number. Whatever that is. He didn't give the main team a season. He played kids. Well, we didn't have the main team. Like, we fucking useless. Like, all we've signed is all we've done is sign Onana, Mount, and Højlund. That's it. We need a lot more than that. Jesus Christ. He didn't have a preseason because he only had Mount, who obviously had a bit of time before he could play. And Onana got like 1 game because he came in late. Højlund was injured when he came in. So, the only option he had, Martial was injured, so he couldn't play. Malacia was injured, he couldn't play. So all he had to do, all he had is Sancho, and he played Sancho up top as a 9, when he's absolutely not a number 9. Don't get me wrong, I genuinely think Sancho could work as a false 9. I really do. I can see that. Oh shit, I had all this in here. Oh right. I know that might be a bit of a bold call, but I can see Sancho working as a false 9. Mount hasn't done you much help. Well, at the minute he's played out of position, right? He's playing as more of a defensive midfielder. He's not. He's more of an attacking. Like, he should play the Bruno role, but Bruno's too good that we don't put Mount there. We will put Mount there when we rotate Bruno out, which we will do. Mount will play there, but... we need this Amrabat deal done, man. It's 20 mil. It's 20 million and we can't even afford that. We're so broke. It's not even funny. We have to sell to buy. It's a disgrace. How can a team like Man United not be able to afford 20 mil for a player? It's a disgrace. It's a disgrace. Sorry, I am actually now ranting. I'm sorry. I will stop ranting. Hi, chat. How's life? How is everybody? Actually, let me do that. Yeah, Mainu looked good. I have to agree. I like the look of Mainu. I'm looking forward to having him back. But we're fucked with injuries at the moment. It's mad. Half a team is injured. Literally, half our team are injured. Hey, DJ. Just had a car drive past, blasting Champagne Supernova. Fucking hell, dude, what a song to listen to all the way to work. Champagne Supernova is amazing. Oh, my nan's calling me. 1 second. Hi, Nan, you're right. Any lip readers? I mean, I'm not an idiot, you know. If there are people that can lip read. If it's an important conversation that people can't hear, then I'll cover my mouth. But it was literally my nan calling me to ask what time I should go around. She thought her text hadn't sent, so she wanted to call me to reply. But I did get her text. I just hadn't seen it come off my phone. So she just let me know what she wanted for today and what time she wanted me around and stuff like that. So gonna have a nice steak night with my nan. Treat you to a nice steak. How are you still playing this game? What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh shit, that reminds me, we've seen the live version uploaded to YouTube from Nebworth 22. Yeah, I have. It's pretty good, isn't it? I really want to see him live. I think it'd be awesome. I think it would be good. Okay. I remember you grinding years ago, spending years on worlds. Yeah, I mean, this world's 2.5 years old. We've had this world a long time. Don't get me wrong, if we happen to die in this world for whatever reason, or I get bored, we will just go and do something else for a while. We may even do that regardless. Like when Mad Pack 5 gets released, or whenever I'm given access to that, I will probably go and play that for a little bit. But no, I just enjoy it. Vanilla is just chill, isn't it? Like, there's no stresses. You're just relaxing, building some cool stuff. The game it's not complicated Minecraft. It's just very simple Minecraft. You got to think outside the box a little bit more, make things more interesting and exciting. So yeah, I don't know. I like it. It's a bit of me. It's a bit of me. Am I missing? I was gonna say I'm missing a stack here. What kind of cut are you getting for your steak? I mean, I like a bit of fat on a steak. I think a bit of fat. I don't understand people that don't like it because fat is where the flavour all is. So I'll never understand people that don't like it. So my favourite cut is a ribeye. A nice fatty ribeye. Beautiful. But I'm not fussy. Like, I will... Like, any steak is good if it's cooked correctly, but... But for me, if I have a choice, it's a ribeye. Why is the night sky moving so fast? Look how fast the stars are moving. Look at the star. Why them? What the hell? Look how fast the stars are going. Look how they shine for you. And everything you do. Oh god, it's doing that. Oh Jesus. There's a bug for some reason in this where the sky moves with your player. And it was all yellow. Couple player are brilliant, aren't they? No, I've been keeping an eye on it, Amy. Put the ribeye on a really high heat and melt them. Just relax, Thomas. Buddy. I got this. Alright. You're absolutely correct. You don't want to boil a steak. You want to sear it. High heat. Render the fat down. And you'll end up with a fantastic bit of meat. Bit of butter in there. Maybe a bit of rosemary. A little bit of flavour. Get that all going. Lace it up. Salt, pepper. Let it rest. Maybe even drizzle. A little bit of that buttery meat juicy goodness all over it when it's finished. Ah! Yes! Oh, Godfeed. Oh, dear. Fuck that button, mate. I ain't doing that shit. Bang it in the microwave. Get Alex and Godfeed out of here. Get him gone. It did hurt to read. I felt physical pain from reading that. Yeah, I mean, if the heat's not high enough in your pan when you put the steak in, you're just boiling it. You're not... You gotta sear it. You gotta get a nice hard sear on there. Ooh. Then you can bring the heat down with like a knob of butter or something like that. I won't eat anything with that crap on it. I mean, it doesn't have to be on it. It's just to get the flavour of it in there with the with like the butter and everything. It just brings it all together. This is going to be a massive crop farm when it's finished. So the way it's going to work, the very top will have all dispensers around, and all this will be crops. We'll have hoppers around the bottom, and then when you harvest it, water will flow down, flushing all the stuff to the bottom. The hoppers will collect it, and then all of this is going to get blown up. So it'll be a big empty bowl, and in that bowl we're going to have the auto sorting. So we'll have like wheat down that side, seeds there, carrots here, potatoes here, something like that. That's the plan. Peppercorn sauce is good, but beef dripping is very bad. And actually, I don't mind bone marrow either. Bone marrow sauce. My monitor's turned off. Fuck, what is going on? Okay, this is... Why are we doing this, monitor? Hold on. Let me just do this for a second. Let me ground it real quick. I don't know if it's something going on with that. Hole. Where's the... I'm trying to find the hole. Will replant it be a manual process? Probably. It's a Pixio something. 1440p. Yada 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 something. Right, let's see if that fixes it. 1440p Pixio something or other. 144 hertz. I don't know what that is, but unfortunately. Ho!
Alright, come on, over the plate. Let's see the old stuff here, pal. Come on now. Chuckle, chuckle, baby. Come on,
Please,
no.
no.
He is out of here.
Anyway. This chat is legit making me the hungriest I've ever been. I'm very sorry. That's something we need. We need an animated emote with a something, I don't know, like a little picked version of me getting, or even just like a stick man being thrown through a door. We need that. That's what we need. My fiance says you sound like Andrew Tate. I mean, he is British, so is that maybe why? Oh shit, too far. But I wouldn't say I sound like Tate at all. Is my gold farm done? No, not yet. Not yet. We got it's like 2 layers to do in like the 3rd quarter, and then we're good. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it either, Godfrey. Breathe air. Breathe air. Okay. Wait, we do need like a stick man being thrown through a door as an animated emote. Change your shovel before you break another. I don't think we're going to go through that much durability on it. I think it'll be okay. We'll keep an eye on it. Professor with 100 bits. It's not going to do text speech. I don't know why I was waiting for that. Hi, Button. I decided to stay. Stop? Stop? Hang on. This was making sense. Hi, Button. I decided to stay saying mucho around my Spanish-speaking friends. It means a lot to them. I think you meant it's start. I think you meant start. Yeah, start. You know what? If you got it right with the joke, I probably would have given you a 7 or an 8. Because, you know, that is a belter. But you screwed up the delivery, so I've got to knock you down a mark. It's going to have to be a 5.5. The intent was there. The idea was good. But due to the misspelling in the thing, it confused me, which ruined the delivery. I know, Godfrey. This is why sometimes it may even just be worth paying the extra 100 bits for text-to-speech and get Brian to read it out. Because Brian won't make that mistake. What even is this? Button wheel. Button wheel is an emote that I had to add as one of the charity incentives we did. It is... it's me in London at one of the Twitch London events. I got very, very drunk. Decided to do a cartwheel and fell on my ass. Yeah, that is me doing a cartwheel in the middle of London, in the middle of Covent Garden, actually. But losing balance and falling on my ass. But I had to do it for a charity thing. I was very, very drunk. But we do need some more animated emotes. The problem is, I want these animated emotes to be done properly. Like, oh, so
best cartwheel I've seen in the past, WK.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, like, I want them to be done properly. I don't just want to... Like, in certain circumstances, you can get away with it. Like, there was one of a face that we saw yesterday that sort of just slid in from the side. And it was almost like a good hi. Where it's like, hi. Like, it was quite a good emote. Glue R is just a simple emote. It's just an emote that just shakes around the screen and it works. But I do want them to be done, like, properly. You know, like... The problem is proper animation costs a lot of money. Like a glue... Is it glue darts? Like, something like that is a really cool emote. But you can't do that just through Twitch. You have to actually go and get an animator to do it for you. Like, you can only do very basic stuff with the Twitch ones, which may work in certain situations. But, like I say, Glue R works perfectly with just a basic Twitch animation. But, yeah. So we'll see, but we do need to get some in there. But a door one would be brilliant. Like someone being thrown out a door. Get him out of here! Even animating the bat and hammer one so it actually like smacks the hammer on the ground could be cool. That could be cool. But we will do it. It's just a matter of time and funds. Time and funds. Okay. Yeah, we'll explode this today, yeah. 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 Got 3 rows to go. The name. Yeah. I don't know how many emote slots you actually get on Twitch that can be animated. I'm not sure what the number is for that. I can't just rob all of Gluon's emotes then, girl. I love Gluon to bits, but I can't just rob all of his emotes. Is it 5? I don't think it's 10. 10 seems like a lot. Unless, it might depend on how many subs you have, actually. If you have, like, 10,000 subs, you might get more than if you have, like, 1,000. That could be true. Yeah, Glorn is not a button wheel. Dogan, thank you for the 20 months. Boom! Welcome back, thank you.
Welcome back.
No. I mean, Matt may do that, but unfortunately, it'll be incapable of producing as good a series as going all the way to the end in hardcore. Extreme hardcore. Extreme ultra mega hardcore. You should definitely get the blue R version of this for sure, button. I mean, I'd have to actually make like an emote, like a button R. It's not a terrible idea. A button R. I mean, it could work. The other thing I have to do as well, really, is redo all my emotes. Some of my emotes are literally years old. Wheelerman, thank you for the 100 bits. Give me a second, mate. Like, Button Gasm is like 8 years old. Button Lol's like 8 years old. Yay is like 8 years old. Pog is like 8 years old. I don't even look like Rage was one of the first emotes I ever uploaded. The fucking sunglasses on. Yeah, it's oh dear. Like some of them are fine, but oh my god, I've never been through these. Some of these are actually quite funny. I don't know what else I have. Look at those. Oh, that's funny. Wheelie with 100 bits. I got a riddle. I got a riddle for you instead today, Button. What rock group has 4 guys but don't sing? What rock group have 4 guys but don't sing? So it's going to be something to do with rock. It's going to be like the Rolling Stones or something like that. What rock group has 4 guys but don't sing? What play on with guys? Mount Rushmore. I don't get that. I don't get that at all. I don't know. Monitor's gone black. Why is it doing this? Wait. Hold on. Fucking do something down here. Fucking hell, I'm getting old. I can't do that anymore. Whew, I hope my monitor's not dying. I really don't want to buy a new one. Not yet. Not until I have more money. More money. No, I don't know what. It's something to do with the power. I don't think the monitor itself is the problem. I think it's something to do with, and I know it's not my graphics card because we tested that. It's something to do with the power brick feeding the monitor. Oh, really, Godfeed? Hey, 8 years out of monitors. That is not bad going, mate. That is not too shabby, if you ask me. Thank God this came down here, because that could have been a problem. If I go monitor shopping, depends how much I have available to me at the time. I'm hoping that this monitor, if it is going to die, is not going to die until Black Friday. And I'm hoping there'll be some good deals on like a 4K 144Hz one. Shit. I'm hoping there'll be some good deals on like a 4K 144Hz one. I'd say stick with 1440. Easier to downscale to 720. I mean, but when do you ever really downscale to 720 now? Unless you're playing older games. Well, I don't know. The thing is, if I'm buying a new monitor, I'd want to go 4K anyway, because as I say, when GTA 6 comes out, whenever that may be, hopefully end of next year, I want to have hopefully the best graphics card money can buy, whether that's a 4090 or a 5090, whatever, and a 4K 140Hz monitor, just to enjoy the sheer. Like, I think the thing that people miss is Red Dead 2 came out 5 years ago. I played that game with what I have at the moment, and that is probably the most beautiful game I've ever played in terms of just scenery, graphics. And GTA 6 is going to be 5 years newer. Like, GTA 6 is going to be 5 years newer on top of that. So to be able to enjoy what I believe is going to be unbelievable quality at its full extent would be the best. You think GTA 6 will come out in 2029? I think it'll be next year. It all adds up to do next year. I think there'll be an announcement towards the end of this year, and then it'll be released end of 2024. I imagine, yeah, it'll have ray tracing. So the weird thing that I've found, and I don't know why they've done this. So on PlayStation 5, GTA looks better than on PC. So PC, it still has the 2012 port. But GTA 5 on PlayStation, they brought out the PS5 version, which has ray tracing and a graphics update. And it's unbelievable. Like, it's so good. It's crazy. It's crazy good. So, I think it will absolutely have RTX. I don't see why. I don't see why it wouldn't. It just makes too much sense to do it. I feel like that shouldn't be a hole. Yeah. Okay. Waiting on insurance at the moment. Hopefully it's still getting sorted, which is good. Hopefully you're not as stressed about it now, Holes. Hopefully. A stress is not good. You don't want to be stressed. Right, that's going to be more than fine. You don't want to be stressed. I can't wait for DJ6. I think a lot of people are like that. And like it's one of those releases as well where I don't think it won't be released half-assed. Like it just won't. Worst comes to worst, it won't have a multiplayer and it'll just be story mode straight away. But it's I just can't see Rockstar fucking it up. Like even though there's so much hype there, I just can't see him fucking it up. Like for what they did for Red Dead 2, the story and everything in that game is unbelievable. If they can do something that comes close to even like the GTA 5 story in GTA 6, it's going to be... I'm carefully enthusiastic about the initial GTA 6 release. GTA 6 Online can already suck my nuts with their cards. Yeah, I think there's going to be problems with the online. I do. I think there's going to be the first few days. There's going to be literally millions of people trying to play that game. I think it's also important to remember that when GTA 5 Online came out, it was nowhere near as good as it is now. Nowhere near. Like, GTA 5 Online when it first came out was buggy. There wasn't much you could do. It was all just the same missions every time. It's going to take a long time for it to get to the point of what GTA 5 Online is, right? On top of that, I don't think the online is going to be very good anyway. Red Dead Online is atrocious. I think it's going to take a while for Rockstar to... I think it's going to take them a while for him to get the server sorted for it. I really do. Just with so many people trying to play it. Luckily, I plan on just 100%ing story mode before I even touch online. So hopefully by that point, some of the kinks have been ironed out. But as long as I can play story mode, I don't care. I renewed my car insurance last week. It was double the cost of my last renewal. Couldn't get it any cheaper. I paid like... Oh, shit. Jesus. Paid $3,000 for 2 vehicles this year. Insurance has definitely gone up. But I always lie to my insurance company when I call them. Not like about what my policy is, but I'll call them. So they did it with my Golf. They gave me a price. I did it twice, 2 years in a row. They gave me a price. It was more than the year prior. And I called them and I said, look, I need to cancel because I've got a better deal elsewhere. I can get it for... And I'll just make up a number that's less than what last year was. And they were like, oh, can you tell us who's providing that for you? I was like, no, I can't tell you that, I'm afraid. And even so, they're like, let me see what I can do for you. And then every year I did it for those 2 years, they were like, oh, actually, we can do this, this, and this. And then all of a sudden, my renewal is less. So... It's not fraud. I just lied to them saying I found a better price elsewhere, and then they gave me a better price, which I paid. I still gave myself exactly... everything about my driving history is exactly legit. I've never lied about that. Like personal details, never lied about that. I just lied that I found a price elsewhere when I just didn't. I just made it up. Oh, frog. Fucking hell, mate. Fucking hell. That's a 5 if it is. So, yeah, I'm not going to be renewing. I found a better quote. Then just make up a number. Obviously, don't be stupid. I've found a quote for $50 a year. That's not going to work. But something realistic. And make it exact. I've got a quote for £524.86. And you guys are offering me 680 odd pounds. You must be able to do better. And then even if they come back and say, we can't quite get that low, but we can do 610. And that's like 20 quid less than what you paid last year. That's a win. But okay, I'll stick with you. It's just easier. Bosh. In the hole. No, I didn't tell them the company. No. Then they're going to look it up and realise I'm chatting shit. Well, I'm not going to do that. You want to compete with them? No way. I'll just go to them. I'm going to tell you who it is. This will be exploded today, yeah. Go Compare is pretty good, but sometimes even those prices you can haggle down if you call them. Using a cashback site always helps reduce it a bit further. Yeah, like some of the prices are just insane. I was just about to say, Admiral has absolutely skyrocketed because I used to be with them. And they went crazy. I don't know why. They went nuts. Because when I got my my Tesla, I was going to do it with Admiral. And I did the quote for it, and it came out to like over $2,000. I was like, what the fuck is going on with that? There's not a chance I'm paying that. It was insane. For what? Hi, Lara. Lara, hi. I think a lot of them went up because the second-hand market went up in value. So obviously if a car gets smashed up, they need to find another one. How are you, Lara? Oh, Tom, I've got something to tell you. You might appreciate this. Tom, I think you'll appreciate this. So, when I was away... No, it's about Lara. When I was away, I went on my phone, and I was just sort of having a look around. I was having a little look around what was going on like the maps, right? And I zoomed in, and I found a place that was called Lara Point. It was right on the coast. It was called Lara Point. And I sent it to Lara, and I said, I wonder if this place is full of rocks and shipwrecks. She was like, wow. Not true. Not true. And it so is true. And you will back me up, Tom, that Lara is terrible when it comes to driving a ship. She is terrible. She's good at maintaining a ship. Like, if you're in battle, she's good at maintaining a ship. Keeping it afloat. But driving... You don't sound like Scooby. Hi, Baloo! 21 beautiful months.
High five.
High five. I got you, I flew. Boom! There you are. Thank you so much. Lara's a great captain, but it might be time to pass the wheel. I mean, true. Like, she's good when you're in battle, as I say. She's good with the maneuvering. She's good with the repairs. But just cruising around, she's lost the touch, man. I don't know what's happened. She's lost the touch. To do my learner driver insurance would be an insane amount to do it with Admiral. Yeah. Learner driver insurance, I hate to know what that is now. My Fiesta, I had a 2008 Fiesta when I passed. It cost me £1,600 for the first year of insurance. With a black box. And then the next year it nearly halved. It went to like 900. And then the year after it went down to like 650. And then I got my Golf, and it still sort of stayed in that area. And then it dropped down to just in the 500s. And that's sort of where it's been ever since. Then I got my Tesla and it's gone up. But before that, it was all coming down. But that first year, it just kills you. I paid 1,500 quid for my first year of insurance on a Ford KA. The car itself's probably not even worth 1,500 quid. That was the case of my Fiesta. I was like, I'm paying all this for my car, for the insurance. The car's not even worth that. There are glitches in rocks and Sea of Thieves. Yeah, but when you just sail head on into a rock, that's not a glitch. You know? That's just bad captaining. I can understand if you skim the rock and maybe slightly hit it. Fine. Like Lara, I don't know how she does it. She just... Poof, straight in. Straight in. Head first into the rock. It's not like a scrape along the side. It's just bang. Lies. It's not nice. It is an efficient stopping method. Don't get me wrong. Lara just sends it into a rock. She does. Bless her. How are you, Lara? I hope you're okay. She knows I love her really, chat. Even if she does crash ships into rocks. One of my moustache hairs keeps going up my nostril and tickling it. It hurts. Hurts? It doesn't hurt. It tickles. It's annoying. I did it again. It's like I'm breathing in my beard hair. Lara did go to TwitchCon Amsterdam, yeah. I was supposed to be there, but I couldn't afford to go, so unfortunately it was a no-go. It was a no-go. Are these all empty? They are. Oh my god, I still have this. Boom. Hell yeah. Oh, Button, I'll be looking at what we talked about on Thursday. Just need to get paid. What we talked about on Thursday. Lara, I don't have a very good memory. Oh, what we talked about on Thursday? Yes, I'm with you. Yes. Yes. Let me know. Keep me posted. I'm down. I am down like a cloud, Jelly Brown. Down like a cloud, Jelly Brown. Oh, man. If anyone can tell me where that reference is from, you win yourself a high five. We got a lot of stone here as well, which is good. Oh, we didn't talk about the... Oh, sorry. That's why I was getting confused. We did talk about London stuff. Yes. I'm excited. Yeah, like a cloud, Jelly Brown. Bro. Half my family of VW cars. I can't speak highly enough of Golfs and Polos. Don't even get me started. I will never buy another VW again, and I'll tell you why. Actually, that's a lie. I probably would, but I'd never go to this servicing garage again. VW, I absolutely loved my Golf. I had a Golf before I went to Tesla. I had that for like 3 years. I loved my Golf. I had a GTD. She was a beauty. She was called Violet. And she had an issue with one of the glow plugs. The car functioned perfectly fine. I shouldn't have even bothered going to the garage, but it had an issue with one of the glow plugs. And I took it in, and what should have been a simple repair of like a couple of £100 ended up being a £3,500 repair job. It was terrible. And it wasn't even my fault. It was their fault because they fucked up removing the glow plug, and then I needed a whole new cylinder head and all this other shit. And yeah, so that's what it ended up being. And I was like, oh my god, you guys are fucking wankers. And I tried negotiating with them. I was like, you've done this. Like, this is not my issue. I'm not paying it. Originally, they told me £4,200. I'm not paying it. Like, it's not happening. Simple as that. You can keep the car for all I care. Like, I'm just not going to pay that. Anyway, they carried on. This went on for like a month, back and forth. And eventually, I was like, it must be something you can do here. This car, exactly that, Chuckle. Exactly that. Because they had this Dieselgate scandal and they had to fork out millions... They're trying to recoup some of it by fucking over people. And that's what they did with me. And they managed to do... That car was less than 5 years old. Less than 5 years old. And they wouldn't do any sort of goodwill situation for it. A friend of mine who lives just up the road works at a Ford garage. And he said if a car has less than 100,000 miles and is within 5 years old, they put goodwill on it. And it basically costs... 85-90% less than what the actual bill is. And I said all this to Volkswagen, and they were like, we can't really do anything if it's if it's over 3 years old. And I was like, this is bullshit. This is absolute bullshit. And we went back and forth for like a month arguing about this. And eventually they came down to 3,500, and I was like, look, just fucking do it. Like, I can't be arsed anymore. You're pissing me off. And I just did it. It was getting to a point where I was just going to take him to court about it. But I was like, that is a headache and a half. That at the time, I really didn't need. So, yeah. That was all that. It was a fucking mess. So, and to be fair, the only reason I even went to that Volkswagen garage is usually I'd go to another one where I know the guy that works, but I couldn't get my car in for 2 weeks, and I needed my car to drive to Insomnia. I needed my car to go to Insomnia in like a couple of days. So I was like, I just take it there, they'll quickly fix it, and I can go. No, wrong. And then all that fiasco happened. I have a great garage that I go to. They're absolutely amazing there. And I know for a fact that they've done it for a fraction of the price. Frames on me. I haven't dropped anything on my end. 0. Also, Button, I never told you, I'm building a second PC next year. Hey, that's awesome. I might be able to help you out with that, Lara, if you want. I have a lot of hardware just sat around that I'm not using. I don't know what you want. You might want something new. That's fine. I might be able to help you out with that to bring your costs way down. Like, I have a, it doesn't support Windows 11, but it will do Windows 10. So I don't know if you care about that. But I have an i9 7900X just sat that I used for years. That's just sat doing nothing. There's nothing wrong with it at all. I just upgraded to a 5900X. But if you want some stuff to help you out, that's going to cost you a fraction of what a new one would cost, then sure. But the offer's there if you want it. If you want to do something new, that's completely up to you. Completely up to you. Totally fine. I know the build I'm going to get, but we can chat about it. Yeah, that's fine. That's no worries at all. The offer is there if you want a hand. That's all. That's all. Because I know PCs are expensive. What are you going to go with? Honestly, when you get a streaming PC, Lara, you'll never, ever want to go back to a single setup. Like, a streaming PC is fucking unbelievable. Just the redundancy of it, the taking the load off of your main PC and just whacking it on another one. There's only 2 drawbacks of having a second PC. One, it costs more money, and obviously, if things break, you have double the parts that could fail, right? That's number one. I've had one water cooler fail in 8 years, right? So that's the first thing, is maintenance. There's more chance of things dying. And the only other thing that makes it not worth doing is the cost of electricity to run 2 computers at once. That is it. Everything else is a positive. I'm going to do a dual PC. I was going to buy a whole new PC parts if I needed. Can swap things about, but my main thing I wanted was a 4080 and a 5900X. Why not a 7900X? Why would you not get a 7000 series? I want to build a tower rig, but I need to get camera equipment for school. Camera gear is expensive. It's very expensive. There's a 7900X? Yep. A 7000 series Ryzen. Even then, yeah, get a 5950 or a 5900X 3D. Or a 7900X 3D. That's a better idea, yeah. Get that. You didn't even know? Oh, there you go. That would be a monster. That would be a monster, Lara. I mean, if I was in your situation, I'd build a whole new PC. Gaming PC. Have that as your new main PC with like your 4080 in and a new CPU for maximum FPS. And then just make your old PC your streaming PC. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. I tend to do that every few years, to be fair. Every 3 or 4 years, build a new gaming PC. The gaming PC becomes a streaming PC. The old streaming PC gets recycled for parts. Morning Button, do you have any plans to build a legit trader hall? We have one. We have Walmart. What would be a good CPU to go for a 3060 that wouldn't overload a GPU? I know I want a Ryzen 9. I mean, your CPU's not going to overload your GPU anyway. I think what you mean is limit your GPU. Any CPU you have nowadays is pretty much going to do that, right? GPUs are just so powerful now that CPUs are the bottleneck. So the best CPU you can buy with the highest IPC performance is where you want to go with your budget, right? Well, I don't know what your budget is, so I can't help you with that. But, you know, if you're on a bit more of a budget, if you have a 3060, maybe you only want to spend, you don't want something completely overkill. Maybe like a 7600X, something like that would be perfect. If you got a little bit more money to spend, go with like a 7800X, because that would be Ryzen 9. I think it'd be Ryzen 7 for a 56. Oh, sorry, for a 76. But Ryzen 9, 7900X, or 7800X3D, or a 7900X3D. That's pinnacle of gaming CPUs right now for Ryzen. But it depends on your budget. If you have to drop down to a Ryzen 5 or something like that, then you have to, you know. They're still good CPUs, they just have less cores. And if you're only gaming on it, you're not even going to notice the difference anyway. If you're only gaming on it, you're not going to notice the difference. 7900X3D is actually really... Oh, sorry, yeah, it is the 8s that are the faster, because the 5800X3D is faster than the 5900X. Yeah. You're right. A 78X3D is absolutely right. That is the pinnacle of gaming CPUs at the moment. So... no, but I knew that. Oh, don't worry about KJ. You're good, mate. Yeah, that is best of the best. And then if you upgraded your graphics card, I mean, it's still going to be slight. I don't think a 3060 would be bottlenecked by it, but if you did, you know, you don't have to worry about that because it's just going to happen now anyway. That's just how CPUs are at the moment. I mean, the Ryzen stuff's been amazing. Like, from the get-go, I'm like, wow, Ryzen is going to be something special in a few years. And, like, nowadays, like, they're going neck and neck with Intel now. Like, this is what we want. Competition. Like, I took a risk, really. Because, like, Ryzen was a brand new technology. I was like, okay. AMD aren't known for their best of, like, build quality. Like, Intel have the better build qualities and everything like that. But nowadays, like... This 5900X hasn't missed a beat, and it's gone through some shit. Like, that thing hasn't missed a beat. In, well, it'd be 3 years in March. 3 years in March. Hasn't skipped a beat. It's just been boom, 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 whole time. Yeah, because they bought those P cores, but there's not a lot in it with Intel nowadays, and AMD. I don't think there's a lot in it. I think Intel's also run really hot now compared to AMD's. AMD always used to be the ones that were the cookers. I think Intel are the ones that are worse now for that. Not a bad idea, Laura. A dual PC is very simple. Like, I mean, honestly, the simplest thing you could do, as I say, build a new game PC, make your current PC your streaming PC, and then all your scenes, everything are already done, and all you have to do is put a capture card in it and tell it to capture your monitor, and then it's done. That's all you got to do. Audio stuff can all go through the mixer. Just plug the mixer in that PC. Actually, audio might be slightly more complicated. That might be slightly more complicated because you have to use like either 2 mics or insert I/O ports and stuff like that, which do work really well. So I can use the same mic for streaming and on here at the same time. You are, Buckeye. You are, mate. Intel's still clear, though. I mean, if I had an infinite budget for a PC, I would probably go Intel, yeah. I would. But Ryzen is not a bad option at all. Like, there is absolutely nothing wrong with it whatsoever. Like, my next build, I probably will go back to Intel. Because it does have the slightly faster IPC, as you say, performance. Which in the case of playing something like Minecraft, which relies solely on super cool performance, is a big deal. It's a big deal. I think that's why I got a 5900X, actually. Is because at the time, it was the quickest CPU you could buy. Well, he had the 58, but yeah. I think that's why I went with that. And I was so impressed, I bought another one and put it in the in my LAN PC. And we use that every time we go to Insomnia and stuff like that, and that just crushes it. Yeah, whatever you want a handler, I'm always about, you know that. You know that. But it depends what's out at the time, you know. Come the end of the year, you know, you said you want to build this PC, what, next year, I think you said? If you want to build that next year... Oh yeah, finally get a second PC next year. Might be different stuff out there, you know. Might be a 5000 series out by then. I doubt it, but there might be. Intel and AMD may bring out more CPUs or announce more CPUs, and you might think, "Oh, hold off for a month or two." So it can change. It can chop and change. I can't remember where I saw it, Alex. Well, I can't remember. Someone did a video. I think it was Gamers Nexus did a video on it. At the time, when Ryzen dropped, Intel weren't expecting it whatsoever. And the plan at the time, I think it was the i9 stuff. The first time i9 was a thing with the 7900 series. Or 7000 series i9. That stuff wasn't planned until another 3 or 4 years in advance. Because they were limiting their development each year to just micro developments to stretch how much money they could get out of people. And then Ryzen dropped, and they had no choice but to release it sooner to compete. It wasn't supposed to come out to years after when they actually released it. It might have been Jay Sense. I don't know. It was one of the tech guys that were talking about it. Which is crazy. Well, it makes sense because they had no competition. So why would they rush out with the best of the best and they have to discover something new when they can just limit what they're doing? It makes total sense. But yeah, Ryzen was that was a brilliant thing to happen to make them not become complacent. I'm hoping that AMD can do the same with their GPUs with Nvidia, because Nvidia are very comfortable at the moment. Is a 7950 X3 worth it? No, I wouldn't bother with that. I wouldn't bother with that. If you want just pure gaming performance with plenty of headroom to stream whatever you want to do, and you want, but you mainly game and you want the max gaming performance, look at a 7800 X3D. That's the way to go. That's the way to go. I can't believe how much, by the way, the 7000 series Ryzen is better than the 5000 series. I didn't realize that until we looked it up on stream the other day. It's literally 20%. That's crazy. In terms of just single core stuff. Don't get me wrong, my PC crushes everything I throw at it, but I didn't realize it was 20% better. That's madness. That is absolutely madness. Okay, what's this? This is going to be a massive crop farm when it's finished. Underneath all of that is TNT. And we're about to explode it. The question is, how do we want to explode it? Do we want to start with the corner and let it go across? Or do we want to go straight in the middle? It doesn't seem like that long ago that was the cutting edge. Certainly. It's not, 3000 series is not bad. I remember I bought a 3600 and that thing was amazing. That was what was in my office PC, which is, I don't know who has that now. I think I built a PC for somebody and gave them it. But that was a monster. Why keep these in here? Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, the problem is when you're a bit of a tech geek, you always want the best of the best. When 4090 came out, I don't even need a 4090. As I say, my PC crushes everything I throw at it. But I want a 4090 because it's fucking awesome. I think I'd have to get a new power supply if I got a 4090 though. I'd have to buy that as well, so it would cost me even more. And power supplies, I think that's actually what stopped me doing it, is because there was a power supply shortage and I couldn't get the power supply I wanted to do it. I'm running an i7 10th gen. Lashes on an i5 8th gen. i5s are good, man. If you're just gaming, there's nothing wrong with i5 at all. You know, really, you can have it for streaming as well. Streamed is fine. It's interesting that 7s are better than 9s. Well, 7s have like less cores and stuff with them, so they can bump, so they don't generate as much heat, so they can put like core clocks higher, and then you get more performance. Yada yada yada. That's the technical stuff of it. Anyway, are we ready to explode this chat? Are we ready? I think we'll start from here. I'll let it just go. I think that's the plan. Are we ready for the greatest, most largest, most unbelievable explosion the world has ever seen? Hey, Stu. Is Hungo still around every now and then? Oh, God. I've not seen Hungo in years. He did pop in at one point. Not so long back. Literally a couple of years ago. He vanished for a couple of years, then he came back, and then he vanished again. Yeah, I've not seen Hungo in a long time. I hope he's doing well. Alrighty. Chats. I don't actually know how much TNT's in this. We can do the math, roughly. There's 37 rows. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 21 TNT. So with the calculations, we did 37 times by 21. Granted, the corners have a few knocked off. 27 times by 21. That's how many individual columns there are. With 61 to 45 is 16. There is 12,432 TNT in this hole. Roughly. Give or take a couple hundred because there's like, this isn't a perfect square. So we'll say 12,000 dead. There's about 12,000 TNT in it. Oh, if my monitor fails, I'll be pissed. Is there anything we want to do here? Just in case. I'm expecting a couple of some of this TNT to like break out onto my crop part, but we shall see. No, particles are fine. This will be a good test for the PC. Alrighty. Are we ready, boys? Are we ready? Raise your hand if you're ready to see one of the largest explosions you've ever seen built in Minecraft. Because you will see that. You will see it tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, chat. It is 2 o'clock. We have to get out of here. Tomorrow, we will explode the TNT. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Everybody relax. Relax. I'm joking. It's fine. It's getting blown up now. Just calm yourself for a second. Riot! Riot. All right. Here we go. There is some exposed there, actually. Is that going to be a problem? Hold on. Yeah, this stuff here has got nothing from stopping it just blowing up all this. We'll see how that goes. Is it a bit of FM? Welcome back, mate. I do remember you. This is a nice thing to come back to. Here we go. I was going to break your putter. I have 2 putters, so joke's on you, bud. Right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Watch it miss. Oh, it missed. 3, 2, 1. Oh! This should be it. 3rd time lucky. 3, 2, 1. Bollocks! Why? Fucking thing. Oh my god! What? This is stupid. Will you light? Damn it! Nailed it! we go! Uh-oh. We're fine. Just in case. Oh, God. Some escape. We're moving in. We're going in. Oh, shit. There's blocks flying everywhere. This is fine. Oh, it's all... Oh, the crop farm's taking damage. It is going, boys. Woohoo! Jesus Christ. Ow. I've been blown. Ah, I'm being blown up. Oh, yeah. There it is. There it is. There's a little bit of damage. There are a few holes that were not previously there. But there it is. That was a great success. Ta-da! One hole. Fantastic. We didn't quite leave enough around the edge, but that's okay. We can trim that up. Again! Look at that. Boom. How's that for an explosion? That's one way to decide whether the entrance is true. There were only two major... There was a couple of dirt knocked out here, but only two major holes. Oh, no. Three, including this one. Oh, God. Did it blow up the stone the other side? No, it didn't. We're good.
Button nuke, button nuke, button nuke.
Ah, Mr. Shrabi, thank you very much for the 200 biddies. Oh, God. One of my lights got blown up. How many did we leave? 8? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. God, did any more lights get blown up? Oh, they did. Oh, shit. Save the lights. Save the lights. Apparently, lights are very sensitive and get blown up immediately. God. Save the lights. That was brilliant. This is why, see, I could have dug that hole out by hand, and how boring would that have been? How much more fun was that? Light. How much more fun was that? Any more lights? Oh, there's one over there. Wow, lights really are sensitive. That TNT blew up here and managed to somehow destroy these lights. Oh, God, where's that one? There it is. I would say, as successes go, that was a pretty good one. We've got some serious mess to clean up, but it's fine. I don't even know if this is going to sit right. Nope, it's not. I didn't think so. Fuck's sake. This is a massive mess. I reckon that was a good boom. I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that boom. Sure. Yeah, I thought 8 was going to be enough blocks to leave on the side. It seems to have worked in some places. Like, this corner looks good. There you go. Like, this corner looks pretty good, but... Oh, hang on. There's another light here. I don't know about the rest of it. The rest of it's... Oh, that looks okay. This is all okay here. This edge is all right. This is fine. This is... Oh, maybe it was right, actually. It's pretty spot on. Yeah, there's sand and stuff that's flowing everywhere. There's a couple of random blocks that have survived somehow. Did my tunnel survive? Oh, no! Shit! The tunnel, we haven't, the tunnel has suffered. Oh, dear. The tunnel appears to be slightly damaged. I did forget that I was going to cover that up, but it's fine. We knew there would be casualties. Unfortunately, the tunnel has experienced some collateral damage. It's not... It's fixable. I would say... Oh, there's a hole there as well that I missed. I would say, all in all, 10 out of 10 success. Would you all agree, chat? Would you all agree? All in all, great success. Whoops. Oh, God. Oh, no. It's nighttime now as well. Your sub literally just ran out. It did! No! Riplar. We did drop exactly one sub, which now we know was you. F in the chat for Lara's sub. Yeah, this is fine. This is totally fine. Oh, Plasma, what a man. How generous. There you are, Lara. You're now a sub again. Well, that didn't last very long. There you are, Lara. Courtesy of Plasma. The back of the game. You are no longer... Oh, God, the bear! The bear survived! He lives! Oh, my God. I actually completely forgot about him. He must have been chilling around here and got saved by the wall. The bear lives! I was actually going to make sure he survived, as I completely forgot. Paul lives on! Wowee. That's a good job from Paul there. He will live to tell the tale. The great explosion. I was doing good with money until your dog decided to cost you £255. Yeah, dogs are expensive. We got quite lucky with my dog. My dog, before she passed away, God bless her, literally for 15 years, never missed a beat. Never had a problem. Ever. Oh, she had one with her back, and that was it. She had to have a couple of meds for that. She cost us like a couple £100 in 15 years. That's pretty good going, if you ask me. Pretty good going. And apparently we might be getting another dog soon. I miss Rocker a lot, Button Dog. Some of you remember Button Dog. She's been on the stream a few times. So we may be getting Button Dog the second coming soon. Yeah, 15 years is a great age. We may be getting Button Dog the second. To be fair, she wasn't supposed to make... So what she did once upon a time, she put her back out. So she had gone under the table and she had done something. She wasn't in any pain, but she couldn't move and she was just like stuck. And we thought that was going to be it for her then. And even the vet said, unless she has this like several £1,000 surgery, it's probably the end. She said, but you can try these meds if you want, but it's probably not going to work. We can try it. And we tried it, and it worked. And she came back around. She was good. And we had her for another, like, 3 years. So, yeah, it was pretty good. She was a trooper. We had to take her to the emergency vets on Sunday because it was out of hours. It was £187 just to be seen. Holy shit. That's crazy. That's crazy. However, folks, I got to leave the show there for today because I have to go and buy some steak for me and my grandma, my nan. I said that I would go around as she's on the road a lot, so I said I'll go around and have a steak dinner with her. So I'm doing that with my nan. So I'm going to buy a couple of steaks for me now, and I am going to leave the show there for today. Tomorrow will probably be a normal show. Expect Subathon to be on Thursday. Thursday Subathon is looking likely. So yeah, that'll be the plan. Forced to have a steak dinner sounds rough. I know. That's a hard life, isn't it? Who is live to go say hi to, if anyone? Ren started early. Jesus. Yeah, we'll go side to... I don't even know what's going on. Is this a video or is this actually Rob? I don't know. I can't tell if it's a video or not. Right, chat, what we're doing. Go out there into the world of Twitch. Find somebody with 1 viewer and go say hi to them. So I guarantee you will make their day. I will see you all live tomorrow. Take care, stay safe, stay awesome. Somewhere around 10 a.m. If you look at your clock, come back 4 hours, 15 minutes. It's all be live tomorrow. Stay safe, stay awesome. Spam the channel with hearts for this absolutely epic, amazing community. All of the socials are there in the chat with Nightbot. Follow the Twitters, Instagram if you're interested in my personal life, TikTok for clips and skits. YouTube for some extra content. There's a VOD channel you can catch up on anything you missed. It's all there for you. But love you all, folks. Thanks for hanging out. I've had a lovely stream today, and thank you for the bits. I've had a few bits today. I've had a few gifted subs today. Thank you all very, very much. And I shall see you all live tomorrow. Take care, chat. Love you all. Peace out.